Hello, people. I'm here, just Ghost with El Sierra as my co-caster. Hello. You can wave. We have the SLR Granadas for, I believe is this grand finale? I'm not gonna lie, I've been busy. Yeah, so grand finals have been, you know, we're casting those. The highest professionals they had to get for a sub. I know exactly what I'm doing. So we can start by looking at the SLR stats here and start talking about those when we wanna what we expect to see from these teams. They have four like really high elo players, and then Pub Sub is there too, I guess. But Chad and Senning Chad and Orangers like just shoot people. It's actually so annoying. We played them yesterday. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello? Did
Uh,
you
uh, sorry, I was having some connection issues. Yeah, this team is incredibly stacked. But Pops is no slouch either. Like I know the stats doesn't quite look like it, but when he's in a pinch, he is more than capable of pulling his team in his shoulder.
Yeah.
This is definitely. I mean, it's part of the reason why this team is so high up here. They have some great players and great roles, and Pablo's does what he needs to when he needs to, and that is reflected on how far this team has made it into the tournament.
Yeah. Uh and then on the other hand, we have Granada. If we can pull up their stats for chance. Okay. So Granada, they also have like a similar construct. We'll see the stats here in a second, where they have less like that divide between high elo and low elo. They have some like more closer to mid elo players, but they still have that like that immortal player plus ascendance that really kind of carry the game.
Yeah, they do have, of course, one less ascendant player, but that lets their higher elo players be of higher level, of course. We have what's called Manuel Olem and Tired or Tursic, who are, of course, Immortal 3, Ascendant 3 to Immortal level. These three players are incredible, and it shows in their numbers.
Yeah.
Um,
And Gaktruk isn't bad either. Uh, he was added in late in the season, but he's definitely not like someone that you can turn your nose from. Like he is there. He will play the game.
yeah, he, of course, Hunter was the original player for this team who got replaced mid-season for Gaktrug, but it seems that the change has been very positive for Granada. They have continued their form into the mid to late stages of the season, of course, getting to the finals of Masters 2. And Gaktrug is a veteran player that has always shown up for his team when he's required to. So I can see why this team definitely has made it this far. They have the potential, they have the players, and they've made the execution happen.
Yeah, this is definitely like a showdown between two powerhouses in Underpeel. I can't
So
wait to see it.
it's bound to be an exciting game.
Mhm.
Um, we will be looking at how the slightly same-ish philosophies, but in a different execution, um, face each other. So it's gonna be interesting how we see moving into this best of five, um how the
Yeah,
execution of these teams is I believe that the you are only as good as your weakest link. So it does become an interesting scenario where you have quote unquote two weakest links, even though they might not be weak, compared to just a single one. And see how they compensate the higher elo players for those pitfalls of that their lower elo players might have. So it's gonna be an interesting clash of very similar but different implemented ideologies.
yeah. And we can go over to maps now. we can see what maps we're playing. It seems we're getting one of the solar specials of Split. Because
Yeah,
I know Solar usually
and
like those maps, even though Granada picked it.
yeah,
I believe.
and of course, Granada coming in from the upper bracket, they get the double banning advantage at the beginning. They're taking out the fracture and the ascent from the pool. Of course, they also get the first pick as a benefit from their upper bracket, which is going to be that split that you were talking about. Is going to be a very heavily contested first map, in which Solar is going to be starting on the defense.
Yeah,
Um, Icebox pick next, which seems like a reasonable pick.
yeah.
Um,
We played them on Icebox, but we had no prep for it, so I don't know how actually good it is. But um,
but yeah, um, then we move into the Pearl, which does have a very similar ish ideologies towards the ones that you play in Split. You know that very congested tight mid lane, but the extremities which are very big into attacking the sites. Of course, Pearl does play wildly different with the B long section. But it does seem that Granada is speaking these two similar in concept in the way that you call maps.
yeah,
Um, and Solar picking up that Haven. That Haven is a map that they have, I believe, excelled at. And
yeah,
it looks like a map in paper, which they would be really good, really good at. Of course, Granada starting an attack. It seems that the only time that we picked a side different than attack is on the first map by Solar.
yeah,
Um, which is an interesting thing. People are choosing to go onto the attack first.
yeah. I think it
Why do
actually
you
says a
think?
lot to their teams because I know Granada has those two high-low, or not Granada, my bad. Actually, both teams have
Well, both
both.
of them, yeah, both
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them
both
do.
of them have those like those really high duelist players where they run a lot of double duelist. So like a lot of their comps are favored towards the attack side, and getting a good head start for the map is always like a nice thing to have. Like theoretically,
And with that in
their
mind,
teams are better for that.
it seems interesting to me that the first pick from the side of Solar is Icebox, which is a map that events heavily on the Golden Snitch mini game of the Vipers in mid.
Yeah,
So it'll be interesting how the double duelists kind of break that conventional way of playing Icebox. And of course, the last map is going to be Lotus, the um, second three bomb side map that we have in the pool, which is going to be back to back of the other one. So it looks like for the decider map, if we get to the map 4, is going to be a very good sneak peek of what we're looking into for map 5. Of course, the three bomb side maps do tend to prefer that mid round calling, which I don't know which of these two teams might actually be strongest at. I have a hunch that they are both very quick on their feet.
yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to remember what comps they ran on Lotus the last time we played them because we played Granada early into the season and they didn't look all that good, but they've really shown form now. And I remember them playing. I don't remember what they were playing actually. It's been so long. I hope
was it the
they.
ISO Jet? Oh no, sorry, that was Tots.
Yeah, that's Tots. I early season I get those two confused too, but I think Granada has
Yeah,
shown a lot more.
yeah, Granada has definitely shown a very different outlook from what it did very early into the season. It has been a very good come up for the team. They have shown up as the season has progressed and have grown into that chemistry together. So that's going to be a really exciting what's it called a really exciting prospect.
Yeah,
That to have such a team that has improved so quickly. I would believe that Gran does have that calling advantage. I have played with Tired before, which is of course some inside info that I might have on how he likes to play the game, and his information is always spot on. So that does help a lot. And whoever is IGLing making the right call.
yeah.
So I would say probably in the calling department, Gran might have an advantage.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't think Solar is a added too big of a disadvantage. I agree that Granada is probably better, but I mean you can't. Amok is a very I believe Amok is calling. Because before he replaced what is his name? Oh yeah, the guy that got banned. I can't remember his name, but he is replacing that guy. Oh yeah, Bluify, however you say his name. He's replacing him, and I think it actually adds a lot more to their calling because Bluify was a all aim no brain kind of player. So you get that they've leveled up their macro a lot from gaining him. So I don't think it's too bad.
I feel like the first two maps might be heavily leaning towards one of the teams. I feel like the first two maps might be somewhat one-sided, but it's gonna get closer as the map pool thins out.
Yeah, it'll
So that's gonna be a
definitely
very
get a
interesting
lot
progression.
more. We'll probably see a lot more mistakes on these like last few maps because I don't know how many best of fives either of these teams have played. So we can see some pretty.
Yeah,
I expect to see some pretty scrappy Valorant at the end if it
that is
makes it
another
that
exciting
far.
thing that we have coming up on this match is that of course it is a best of five, which is not a marathon. Sorry, it's not a sprint; it's a marathon. So conserving that energy and making sure that you keep those energies very late into the match are going to be extremely important. This might be one where at the beginning, sure, the strat books matter a lot, but towards the end, whatever team can keep up the vibes and keep the energy up might be able to come out ahead.
Yeah, it really is a test of endurance, especially those last few maps, and I can't wait to see them. This is going to be a banger.
Yeah, it will be a very exciting match. These series can be very exhausting, especially when you get to the sixth overtime on map one. I hope for the sake of these guys that they do not do that. I
Yeah,
hope for my sake and my
I
entertainment that
actually
they do.
at the same
But I
time,
would not want to run that back. I'm gonna be honest with you from
yeah,
experience. That is not. It's so stressful.
yeah. Revenge matches are always difficult.
Yeah,
Uh,
revenge matches are always difficult. There's always that little extra, that extra oomph that you want just want to prove that either it wasn't a fluke or that it was a fluke, depending on whether you lost for one last time. So
yeah,
I do think that Solar might have that vengeance coming back for them, just hunting them in.
mm,
Um, yeah, so it's gonna be very interesting. How these teams are gonna handle it. I mean, we have some history on it, so it's always fun to see what team tries to break the conventional pattern of the last match.
yeah. Although I really hope this doesn't go to map five because holy, I didn't even remember that this was gonna happen. I got called up. Terry was like, hey, we need a sub, and I was like, okay, I'm down. I'll cast. Who is it with? And I was like, okay, LCR. I like LCR. This is grand finals. Let's
Yeah,
fucking do it. My throat's gonna hate me in the morning, but let's fucking do this one. I'm so ready.
I had I had no clue it was a best of five either. Yeah, I'm actually subbing in for Zon as well. So it was very
I don't
last
even know who
minute,
I'm
but it's gonna
subbing
be
for.
a very exciting series.
Okay, who is scheduled for it? So, oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, either way, we might be late to the party where we're definitely ready for it. So it's gonna be an exciting cast. It's gonna be an
Yep.
exciting match, and let's see um how well these teams are gonna match up against each other. Of course,
Yeah.
we do have the history of Granada being one up. Of course, that wasn't a best of three, and it was during a weekly match. It was during week six. Um, well, this of course has a lot of higher stakes for both teams, but especially for Solar trying to get that revenge.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I've had that happen too, of course, with WDH when they sent us back to the lowers. We were out for blood when we played them at the grand finals. So it definitely does give you the little bit extra motivation that sometimes might be good, sometimes might be not good when you're overheating, when
Mm.
you're up 5 to in numbers.
I also think
Um,
it's very easy to get nervous when playing a team again, like that you beat. Like like knowing that they know what you have done before, and like they have. When you think about it, they have probably like found out ways or like are trying to avoid things that they know you do well. Like I think also
Yeah,
just in map like usually not maybe not in the best of five, but in something like a best of three, like the map bans will change because they know they can't like win on a map, so they'll like just ban one of your best maps.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think if we found ourselves in the situation opposite of what it is, if Solar had the upper bracket advantage, I do believe we would not be playing neither Pearl nor Haven. Um, considering that those are the two maps where they lost before, I
Yeah,
feel like either one of those two maps will be taken out of the rotation, probably Pearl. Um, so it does bring a different dynamic, whereas like now, Granada has both the mental advantage and the double map ban. So it's I can see the spirits being extremely high on the side of Granada, but of course, there's some people that thrive on the hating, right? They say that
yeah,
only the greats have haters. So maybe for Solar, that is just the extra bump that they need in terms of energy to just show up this game and show Granada what they're actually made of.
yeah. I I mean, it's hard for me to say like who's gonna win. I really do think Solar have improved a lot, but Granada, I believe Granada won last.
Yes,
Uh,
Granada does have
Granada won
the
Master.
current crown.
Not
Yep.
not just the match, but they also won the previous Masters. So I'd just like to see another team, on the big champs graphic.
Eh, I would like for Tire to make it back to back on the Golden Roads. That would be a
That's fair.
pretty cool storyline. It does show a lot of Tired if he can manage to make it with two different teams. When you always talk about greats, you don't talk about greats when they're on their singular team or when they're just good with one team. But when they can bring that energy and bring multiple teams up to the top, that is definitely when you see the gold quality of certain players. So that's
Yeah,
that's of course an underlying storyline that would make Tyre the first, I believe, three-time Underpeel champion as a player. I know that Minimoth technically isn't three-time Underpeel champion because he was coaching Zonk last season, but Tyre would make it as a player, which would be an interesting storyline.
yeah. I mean, I can't say I want them to win champs, but I being able to say that if Tired does end up winning or Tired winning, I think it's a fun storyline, especially since I have Woodrow on my as the coach, so it's like seeing one of your friends do well is always nice.
Yeah, of
So
course, you always want to support. I mean, we always want to support everybody who's playing, but at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. So it does
yeah,
it does depend on what it's really on the hands of the teams. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a very exciting series. It's gonna be again, map one is gonna be split, which is the map that we're gonna be heading into first, with Solar on the defensive side. Um, it's gonna be an interesting map. It's a
yeah,
very tight, very skirmishy, so I feel like the double duelist comps on both teams are gonna excel here. Um, then again, I really want to see how that map plays out on the icebox. Of course, when we see how hard the map is controlled by that Viper and that counter Viper. We've seen it before in Pro Play with the introduction of Tejo, which makes the Killjoy very hard to play. Because of course your utility gets broken, so it kind of goes in and out, back and forth, where the Tejo ends up destroying the Killjoy utility, which then lets the Viper lurk freely. But
yeah,
of course, we're not going to see any of that here. We're going to be seeing a most likely a double duelist comp. My bet would be for something like an ISO Neon or an ISO Jet, which is going to try and push through the Killjoy setups in a very different way. So that's going to be exciting to look at because it's going to be completely non-standard icebox. Knowing my luck, they'll pick standard comps, and I'm just going to cry in a corner.
yeah.
Um,
I
but
don't
I'm hoping it won't.
Solar. I know Solar usually run they run Cipher, not Cipher. Uh, ISO Clove Vice on. No, that was Fracture. Oh my, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, that's bad, buddy.
Terry. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting banned. Terry is going to strike me down with thunder and lightning. They played Viper Sova KJ ISO, but we do know that Senning is internet might be out. He isn't answering. They aren't completely sure, so it's going to take a little bit more time as they find a sub. They have
Yeah,
Trevor to sub
that is
in, which
the
uh,
oh
Trevor subbing in is odd to me because he's he is known for his Viper one trick, so we'll see how flexible he can be on this roster for SLR.
But that might also be a huge benefit coming into the second map of the series. Like we were just talking about, the Viper can have so much impact on this map that if you can get a good Viper on the icebox, it's terrifying for the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean, and
So
if
we
there's
do we do
anyone
have an
I trust
emergencies.
to do that well, it's Trevor.
Yeah, so that's kind of the delay that we're stalling for. It is that substitution coming in from Trevor. So we will hopefully go into the edges select soon, but not quite. So we've still got a little bit more time to debrief the series and see what we've got ahead of us. So we've knocked down Split, we've knocked down Icebox, which of course has just changed. I still don't think they're gonna pick a default comp, but they might have. Um, I don't know if they had a Viper player before, but now for sure they do. That's going to be
Yeah,
interesting on the defensive side for Solar on their map pick. And then we move on to Pearl, which is a map that they have already played before. It was
yeah,
13-7 in favor of Gran. But the good thing about either losing or winning a map, especially losing a map, is that you have a VOD now that you can look at. Um,
yeah.
so let's hope the Granada have
If
managed to
there's
swap up their play.
although I am expecting Granada to win purely because we played both teams on Pearl and they both had 13-3 and a 13-4 scoreline, but instead we lost to Granada 13-4 or 13-3. So it's not looking good for Solar if they lost to us and we lost to Granada. It's not looking good for Solar here
So
for the
it
Pearl.
would look like a rock paper scissors if it wasn't because Solar has already lost to Granada also on the map.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean that's the interesting part, right? With I mean, there's not a lot you can learn from 13 for a VOD, but surely whatever side that they were lacking, they might be able to bring some extra information they wouldn't have had otherwise. So it all depends on how their background work is and how good they are at dissecting those VODs and learning from them.
yeah,
Hopefully they can bring that back, and it would be a great change of pace for them. Of course, then we have the Haven, which is a it can be very slow, it can be very scrappy depending on the teams that are playing, and of course we're expecting it to be extremely scrappy here. Double duelist comps on both sides is kind of what we're leaning into.
yeah.
And
I think we can expect that.
Haven is a good map for it. I like Haven for the double duelist.
Yeah, I think Haven's a
There's
good
a
map.
lot of there's a lot of map control to fight for that you can access with the double duelist composition. Of course, just throwing the kitchen sink into a main that gives you a huge deal of map control. Um, that does put, of course, since they're starting on the defense side, that does put pop subs in kind of a awkward spot.
Yeah,
Because now he's gonna have to defend against Olim and Tired and I forgot a third player. I'm sorry.
it's I also forgot that. Oh my god, man,
We're so washed.
all Emmanuel
Oh, it's
tired.
manual. It's manual. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, manual alone running IU is scary. Olim alone running IU is scary. Both of them running IU at the same time is terrifying.
Yeah,
Um, so that is another space where we might see deviations from the traditional way of playing the map, where usually you would have a lot of pressure put built up into one side of the map, and then you would be trusting your sentinel to fully anchor down, say C side or A side, depending on where the pressure is coming. It might be a lot difficult because, of course, with it being the lower elo player and fighting against such high elo players, it is always a very unbalanced duel. So we'll see how Solar can bring that pressure off pop subs. And of
yeah,
course, similar thing to Lotus. We're gonna see a very similar way of playing the map. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting how we're gonna look at. And I hear that we're soon gonna be going into Agent Select
yeah.
finally for the first map.
Oh my gosh, the delay has been delayed for long enough. Time to go to Ancient Select. Oh, okay. We already see the KO locked in for Solar and Trevor on that Viper. Solar
Yeah,
side.
and yeah, we are seeing a deviation from the double duelist composition. We're gonna see a double controller with a double wall. Um, it is gonna be interesting. These two compositions definitely have a very different playstyle on it. With I believe it is Solar starting on the defense side. Um, Oh, we do see a last minute switch to the Clove, which I do like on this map. I do like
Yeah,
the round smokes on this map,
I think if you're
especially
going
with the
to
Viper.
be, I think if you're going to be switching roles, because this is a different comp than they would normally play since Trevor's subbing in. I think
Yeah,
doing a clove is a lot easier to just pick up and try and pug it out compared to a harbor.
yeah. It seems
So
like they're looking to play a fairly scrappy version of this composition. Of course, the Viper plays a little bit more like a Sentinel than a controller. So picking up a second controller is huge for them in the terms of being able to modify um, that composition that they had previously thought about. But of course, this throws a lot into this array. We've all been there when we've had a sub to play, and it does change your game plans and how you communicate. So it is going to be a third disadvantage being put onto Solar to try and
yeah,
overcome. Of course, the first one being the map picks, the second one being the head-to-head advantage and the mental advantage that Granada have on top of them. And now on top of that, they have to play with a sub. But we have seen substitute players show up before and absolutely demolish the competition. I'm talking about myself.
oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this
so
guy.
it's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting match. Yeah, the double composition that we were expecting from Granada, no neon, which means we can unfortunately not hate on neon players, but we do have a
Um,
raised jet. On this side, we are playing the Fade and the Breach, so a no Sentinel composition, but of course they're starting on the attack verse, so that's where they're putting all their eggs in that basket.
yeah, a
Of course, the defense
breach
side is
on
gonna play a lot of heavy
icebox. Yeah, a breach on icebox is kind of weird to
split,
for me to see. Is it split? I
split.
got
Yep.
maps confused. That makes a little bit more sense, you know? The KO now
Yeah.
makes a lot less sense.
I
I've,
think KU is strong in this map. I feel like the knife does get a lot of value in the close quarters. Of course, there is plenty of lineups on this map that if you know them, they're fairly strong. I do believe the 80 is great for the anti-flood retakes, especially towards CT or screens on the A site. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things that I see coming out from both compositions. I see the general play style that they want to
yeah,
bring into the game. That double duelist is gonna always play the same thing. You're gonna have the breach with them. The fate is gonna be gathering information on the other side, and you're kind of double diving at them with the breach utility. That's kind of what you're trying to play here. It's gonna be a 3-on-1 setup most of the times. And of course, Solar is going to play a very different, more standard-ish way.
yeah,
This is more similar to what we would see as a standard comp, except we don't have a raise.
yeah. I
But
think
of
the
course, the
change for
strength.
the ISO is like, yeah, you get a lot of fighting power, but without having like a proper entry duelist against a team that can shoot back at you a lot more than a lot of the other teams with a lot more higher elo players. I wonder how like successful it'll be for them
Yeah, I
to have
don't think they're
this.
gonna struggle as much because they can just go through it with the ISO, considering that there's no cipher. They can just break those. But of course, we are ready. The teams are ready. The map is loaded, and we are gonna move on to this split map. Um, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting start to the series. It's gonna be very exciting, and we'll see how these teams slog it out for the first map of the Masters 2 Grand Finals.
Yep. I'm I'm so looking forward to this one. Oh,
Yeah,
I really wish I grabbed water though before we started.
well, you
But
were advised about this. It is too
I
late now.
what?
You have
Yep, it's
about
too late
45
now.
minutes.
I'm fine. Easy.
Me, on the other hand, I am ready.
A lot more prepared than me. I got this call an hour ago. Or two, maybe two. I don't remember.
We're gonna go straight to round one. We do see a 5-player setup towards the A side.
They're slowly walking up A main.
Yeah,
I can't tell
it
if we
seems
don't
that
have audio or if it's
I
them
have
just
audio.
being really quiet. I
Uh,
might not. Oh, I have audio now.
okay, and there we go. First contact exploding into the side. We see Olin already picking up the side. They're starting to prevent the anti-flood retake, the smoke onto CT. The whole team is rotating, but of course it's going to take a second. They're ready to fight the screens area, but Orangers in a great position, doesn't connect. Oh my god, He's behind their pinch. Orange just gets one pick through the smoke. Link gets the other one. Both of the duelists are down on the side of Granada. The flash in the corner to push in. Trevor going in for the pinch. Finds Goktrug looking somewhere else, but he does not get him in time to get lane. But he immediately gets traded by Tired. 3v1 for Tired. Pops up's holding in the smoke. Orange swing gets a 3k. And what a beginning of the match from Solar. What a retake. The Orangers just coming in huge into this round with the early positioning to screens past the smoke. Of course, with that Ghost with no tracers, they have no clue that Orangers is behind them. Everything just went perfect for Orangers that round, and they get a head start onto the series.
Yeah. We will probably, on this eco, looks like we're going to be, they're still in their spawn. So 10 seconds left into the round. They're probably just gonna mid default by the looks of it. Try and take mid, try and slam into this Viper, see if they can get through. We'll see how this turns out.
The very default setup, and they're running straight into the Lions Den. Heard a Sheriff. They know there's mid presses. Obviously, the map already starting to move towards that. Spots manual.
The trip is there. They have to break this trip, right?
And there is the calm before the storm. The node goes out, and suddenly all hell breaks loose.
Pushed away. They've now taken mid control.
That is a good movement from Trevor. Just giving up the space, not giving up the bulldog. Really good thinking from Trevor. But now they're stuck. Of course, we have Pops Ups holding heaven. We have the Viper holding the rope. Sure, they have mid control, but how do they execute from this? They have nothing to move here.
If Manuel starts walking up, though, they have Orangers is watching this. This could be an important fight here. Orange is backing up. They're walking into subs too.
Like with one of the utility being dumped into him, they're gonna have to give up the space, but the smoke delay is just enough for them. They're calling it, timing it. I know, yeah, out. They're starting to burst out into the side. The smoke's gonna fade very soon. Giving Pops up. He's tired. On the side. 2 kills for Lin. Amo gets the third one.
All up to Manuel.
It's all on Manuel. Oh, Sheriff shot breaks the shield, but it's not enough. A flick from Lane getting.
ISO's so broken.
And he is so good at those. I mean, that's the thing, right? In the right hands, the ISO shield actually is huge. It just gives you that half a second extra to be able to just like readjust your crosshair when you get caught off guard. It is very big. And if you look at the old orbs, we are 2 away from the kill contract for Lane, and this is going to be huge coming into the bonus match.
Yeah.
He just needs 1 here, and he guarantees his ult for the first buy run of the match. But of course, the full buy run coming from Granada.
Just slamming B. Coming out.
It might work. And now the Olin just completely blind down, finds the pick, pops the swing, sees 2, does not want any of the smoke. Granada has full control of the side. A lot of utility still on the hands of Orangers. You can just knock it at him. The knife is gonna spot Olin. They have no spell. Flash, the swing, the 2 kills. That is so well played. Had him with his pants down. Zedar gets the big on Pops Up. It's gonna be a 2v3. The late lurk through mid from Goktrug. Can he make it? But they're so aware. He hasn't swung yet. They know he's there. He breaks the shield, not enough to get him, but Lin gets off, gets the kill. It's a kill contract confirmed for the buy round. And they get to save 2 of those rifles for themselves. What a round from Solar.
Yeah. I mean, Zeta with that, almost with that collateral, getting 2 there. I thought Goktrug would be able to save that, but Solar up 3-0.
Let's see how to bring these back in the clear contract.
Up next. Slash up ramp with the flash. I'll come with you back.
I'll stun ramp as well then.
Yeah.
Don't stun, I don't do it. I just
Okay.
actually do it because we don't have flash ready.
Nice. Thanks.
Elbow.
Yeah, one towards elbow.
This is just massive.
Who's cut? Anyways.
I got this guy. Unlucky.
Come here, bomb, okay?
Blind. Pushed. Nice, good stuff.
Last on site.
Gak's gone.
I have one ramp.
Let's go.
Nice, Gak.
One ramp still.
Just smoked up. Nice.
Yeah.
No
What do you
ramps.
want? Yeah, wait, we have Omen ult. We have Omen ult.
Yeah.
Grab
We
orb.
still- Yeah. Grab orb.
Screen down.
Oh.
I want you to ult
Okay,
like
behind it.
elbow. Okay. Ult elbow, we send it. That's the ult elbow.
Going up.
Ready?
Elbow.
Killed.
One enemy remaining.
I know you don't. CT push, double up.
Arms one shot.
I'm baiting you, okay?
Have it.
Main.
Main.
This way. 3, 2,
3,
1. Nice, good shit.
Nice.
Shit, everyone.
Good eco, guys.
Sorry, my bad, I should have gone up faster. Should've done that.
Huge wing, Gak, by the way. Nice one in the air.
Hey, we're back. I mean, that was pretty good. I was getting water, but I did see the end there, and as soon as they realized someone was main, the call out double swing together on a 3-2-1 was very clean, and they appear to be well coordinated.
Yeah, they know it's a long match and they cannot start flaking when they're only down by 3 rounds. So I do like that mental state of Granada. Gone Smokes who's gonna win the eco, and Trevor's just gonna get out.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't believe in no god, but Olin believes in one. That's the one of spraying through smokes. Gordon's trying to get the trade. Doesn't get it, flushes out the corner, has a single flash out, but it's not gonna swing it. It's a double swing. Tired is gonna leave. They're gonna just retreat. Get ready to hit the B side again.
Cam is huge. They'll know. They probably even know already. Now they know. They definitely know. No one's on site to hit this result.
Sure do. They hit the race up, have to give up the space, play full for the retake. They do have the null command ready for the retake. As Olin just pushes me for this command control. He gets punished for it. He's very low. Nightmare coming out along with the paranoia that catches Lin off guard. Shields from up, nothing. It doesn't matter if you're so low on HP. Orange with the flash, get the swing. The double swing. Doesn't get anything. I just gets 2 clean up the round. And suddenly Granada is looking fantastic back into this game. They do save the null command, but their economy is still booming. They still have enough to buy. Not fully. It's going to be either a force or a very light buy on the side of Solar. And just these 2 rounds back to back, making an insane amount of damage from Granada.
Yeah. That was a clean hit and retake. Olim getting, after taking into CT control, he goes into under heaven, into hell, and then it's just such a power position, especially with the blind there, just for him to get out. Good, that's a good push
The
plan
utility
from
from their quote-unquote goal player. Like, this guy is just showing up above and beyond.
Granada
Yeah,
walking up a main. There's no one spotting.
There it is.
Taking side again. A flash
Pop
out.
the flash out of the smoke.
Spike down A.
Oh, Olin gets oranges, but Amma gets manual. Is still in a down number situation now. The Amok is very lit, but it's not gonna matter much. Got full space. Who's up that blind to take the space? The rolling counter is gonna come in. Trevor gets 1. Gawker trades Lin. Trevor trades Gawk as well. 2 kills for the substitute player, and is set up to do it all by himself. Here's 2 drops. He sees the 3rd one. And Trevor gets the 3rd one to clean up the round. And what a well-played retake on the side of Solar.
Yeah, I mean, I looked away for a second and everyone on Granada was dead.
Yeah,
I read chat for a second. Everyone dies. Trevor has
You
a
gotta lock
3K.
in, little bro. These guys are experts at the top. Just like walk up, contact up a situation. They're not expecting an operator from Granada. Sorry, they're not expecting an operator from SLR, and they're absolutely disrespecting that position. They're just walking up into corners, and they're just exploding with a lot of the utility. They don't have any sort of information utility to take a long range. They don't have a solar dart. or like a Cypher camp to gather early info, so they have to contact top. So all of the
They
utility
are
is
on.
just purely for the side, and it's incredibly effective.
Yeah. They're
Looks
taking great
like-
control again, Mitch. Into the
Oh, that
Viper ult.
Viper ult. Also gets in. Ammo gets two.
Just walk through
Iron
it.
finally trades
Just
ammo.
ignored it.
Yeah. I love that though. Like, you know, if you know he's gonna be playing Vance, you just disrespect it. That's just based on them, honestly.
Yeah.
We just see the double flank, and I wonder how this is gonna work for them.
Yeah, SLR
Fairly
has
even
no.
buys.
They have no flank watch for it.
Oh, they do, and it's called tired, but it immediately gets picked off by Trevor. Trevor and Orange just fighting together. Off Kami got a disadvantage with the flash and picks up Zeta, and it's Dr. and Robbie 3 it all for his team. He gets the first one, gets the 0 point down on him. Flash avoids it, but just not enough to go back. And Goktruk is looking like $1,000,000 right now.
Yeah.
Goktruk is just playing
If he
above
doesn't-
everyone's expectations.
Yeah, if he doesn't try and both dodge the flash and block it, like the flash didn't hit him, if he didn't dodge it, I think he was probably winning that.
Yeah, but
having-
also, you know, you don't assume that the flash is not gonna hit you. He did
Yeah.
absolutely with the right play with the right information. So it's just he's
Yeah.
right now top of the leaderboard for his team, and Goktruk is showing up huge in this map.
Good gear.
Gold player estimate. Am I like
Gold player, more like gold value.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just gonna
Looking to
scrap
take-
it again.
Yeah.
They're like, if your Viper ult didn't scare me, you are not gonna scare me, and we're just gonna keep taking the control.
They probably should be. Trevor is 8-4 right now.
Yeah, he does have the highest kill
Sub-value.
count in the lobby, as shown by the Phantom. Yeah, but you know,
They're just
top
waiting.
fragger schmuck, they'll just run by you.
They just ignore him. Let's see.
um,
They're just sitting.
yeah, I mean, they're just sitting. They're doing the MVT. They're
Yeah.
just sitting back, waiting for the enemy to make a mistake.
But Solar isn't taking any space off it. They're just chilling.
Yeah, they're both just in a stalemate, waiting to see what's gonna go down. But if Manuel walks up here, he's gonna pay the price for it.
His dash out, but he gets picked up anyways.
It's a lot of damage onto Trevor. Kamala gets picked off, and Pops up is kind of in an island here. He gets stunned, scared. But there's no follow-up on the stun. Just a wasted piece of utility. Camera. What a camera!
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, Olim's up.
Pops? The Cypher value is
30
huge.
seconds left.
The Goktruk, of course, getting two to retaliate. The 3v3 situation. Owen is back onto the site. But Goktruk making some pressure on the back. He hears Orangers in alley. Orangers should have heard him TP there. Doesn't know where they are. But Olin gets picked. Sorry, Alma gets picked off. Nearly arrives. Orangers gets a trade on the Olin. Tired gets a trade on Amma. Get tired. They all line up.
What? Okay, tired diff, man.
Tired.
Whatever
If
happens,
who needs to be tired when you just have? It doesn't matter if you're tired or not. If you just hold the left click, it all works out.
Yeah, phantom moment there.
Phantom moment
It's a good
indeed,
kind. The
and
good
that
kind of
is
phantom moment.
another round going for Granada, where they very much so needed it. Them losing that would have broken their economy. It's still gonna be a buy round on the other side, and they do have the Neural Theft, but it isn't the only ultimate online. They are 2 away from the Showstopper and 1 away from one away from the Blade Storm on the side of Granada. Okay, the camera. Stand spot immediately. And they will get punished for it. She's control for free. Granada, who needs smokes in the all death and blind.
Down B.
Apparently Tyre does, because he got picked off. And
Yeah. Oh,
Olin just walked into the crosshair lane. They have to back out. They give up the space. There's no way they're going to be able to take mid control. Swings to the left, gets one. Manuel gets 2, but immediately gets rid of Amok. Scoop goes for Amok. With the overheal, just swings into Zeta, gets the 3rd. They get it absolutely destroyed and shut down. The pacing of Olim and Manuel is too fast for the team to keep up, and they die in an island without being able to get the trades.
yeah. I mean, Fire just got killed through a smoke, which kind of killed your whole hit. With Olim being
Yeah,
separated, he also just gets picked off. Unfortunate.
I don't think there
route
was a
for
smoke in
Granada.
heaven there. I think he just
Was it
Water
there no
shot.
smoke? You just got
I didn't see
big
it. At
balls,
least.
man.
Yeah. That's just unfortunate timing.
Get out of
They're
my
really
way.
good at that pop and swing, but it's just, sometimes it doesn't work out. Fight very heavy from mid.
Oh, coming out.
Oh,
Hex, but
not
it doesn't
enough.
matter. And that
it's not enough. Gets hit by the... Oh, has to use 2 knives on it. And fight the metal coming up along with the vulnerable. The Blaze Storm is offline. Mano cannot keep fighting. And now, everything just quiets down for a second. Look at the map.
they all rotated.
Log truck with the fake. Oh, but they're caught onto it. They know there's nobody here.
And they retake.
Damn.
Coming back.
Maybe hit. Rocker gets one. The smoke timing. He doesn't kill him. That was so much going on. Yama gonna have to make a last stand. Manuel doesn't get the pick.
Nice.
Overfield. He can just run around for a little more. He's buying time for his team to come up. Pops up. Gets picked up by Zeta. 2 kills for the Sheriff. Oranges immediately gets a trade. Higher trades Trevor though, but Oranges just making
Last
that
round.
outlaw work.
Yeah. Last round when I saw that outlaw buy, I was like, this is troll. They all have full shields. They have to have all full shields, but it's paying its dividends this round. And Origin's now top track for the
Yeah.
lobby.
Outlaw value. Outlaw value.
Outlaw value.
Yeah, I don't know, Regifish. I really don't think this guy is that low elo. I mean, this guy is
This
actually
guy's
showing up
actually
big time.
insane. He's out fragging.
All my homies love God Truck.
Yep. He's out fragging all of his immortal ascendant players.
Yeah, he's all lemon. He's just showing up to the quality of player that God Truck is. It's such a high value pick. Maybe it's not gonna break the shield on land. I think the smoke's there. Small miscommunication, of course, that happens when you have a sub. Showstopper coming out, taking out the heaven space. Heaven smoke fades. Taking the space. Somebody's scared. No shield to protect you, Lin, and that's bye-bye for the Showstopper. Outlaw making the trade very swift.
They're going in.
Tornado's just gonna rook it
Yeah,
off.
man.
They hear the ropes. They start moving. But there's no resistance here. They will find that on the quick
Come on.
retake.
Could find a timing here.
Oh, he's blind. Oh, he gets one anyways.
Oh my.
Spike planted.
Also super flawed cage. The Doctor in a great position. It's not gonna be able to find any value. Popstos get him. Amma gets manual. Fire gets Hammock.
What is...
And it's just gonna be a 2v1. No ammo, no hope, and no round for Tired.
That was a very messy fight at the end there.
Yeah, but it
Yes.
was very well coordinated from Solar. They're just coming out
Last round
swinging.
before the switch.
And yeah, just very unfortunate. Gottberg just gets caught in the spray of the guy in the smoke. And, you know, Popstos uses that to just swing and pick him off. Just very well played on the side of Solar. This, you know, I'm being impressed by how well these low elo players are showing up. Like,
Yeah.
on both sides of the equation. Popstos is getting a huge amount of value from the Cypher and his setup.
And even their sub is also playing well. Solar are up, and we're gonna see a half buy or at least a bonus maybe for Granada. Not full buy going into this round would be the detriment.
Yeah, there we go. There's a kitchen sink. They just get the Cypher free. It's a 5v5 retake. They did use all their utilities, so this top fight is going to be huge. I gets one. Only gets two. Milo gets the third. Because then gets traded by Lane. Because of that Clove Vault. Clove doesn't get any value. It's going to be a 4v2. Only gets one more. Hit him to the side. He's going to force Lane. Into his crosshairs and just clean.
You know who needs good guns?
Switching
You can just
sides.
shoot them. Who cares that you have Bulldogs and Guardians?
Yeah, it's just, you know, just shoot him in the head. It's an FPS game, man. You get shot, you die.
It's an FPS game. It's an FPS game. I think Well, we'll see. Granada, the double duelist wasn't working on the attack, but I wonder how they'll try and make it work on this defense. Looks like they're gonna be going for a push out of A main or push into A main with their jet and breach.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That was gonna be the weak side, or the strong side on Granada's composition. So we'll see how they manage to play this attack half. Oh, sorry, this defensive half. What side of the map is what?
Yeah, honestly, attack defense, they're basically the same if you're winning.
Yeah. Ooh, David the nade making a lot of damage.
Ooh,
Pops up
Pops
getting
up.
2. Tired trading lane in the mid lurk. The mid lurk is caught. They don't have to worry about their backs anymore. But Amok is sitting inside of the smoke. Back click 1 gets a lot of damage. The spray doesn't connect. Also, he's trying to get that pick onto Tired. Half HP on Tired, but ooh, that's a one shot to the sheriff. It doesn't matter if you're low. Tired just sprays, pops up through the box. Amok it is one shot. Oranger's full HP, but it's a 3v2. How can we win this round? Their right clicks are going to become huge. Khan gets one, then through the box, and Manuel just picks up the third. And just, who needs an Odin where you can just wallbang with a ghost?
Yeah, he got 2 kills with the ghost. Wall banging. No more wall bang. He got a third somehow. I don't even remember how he got the first one.
He got the mid lurker who was just walking up lane with the shield.
Oh.
Yeah, he kept the lurker and just goes, you know what? I've done my job here. I'm gonna go clean up side for you guys.
Yeah. With all these people less than 50 health.
Yeah. And then we see the chip damage coming in huge from that nade at the beginning of the round. So a lot of value from everybody on Granada. And we see the double dodge buy coming into their anti-eco.
Okay, never mind. Wait, maybe?
What did they mean? Oh, Lin got spotted by that. No, he's here. Boom. You can't be protected if you don't have the shield up, buddy.
They have nothing to walk mid. They've just walked up, clean up.
They have their bodies, but they give up a bulldog. Oh, and they catch that out with the bank down. How much gets
Judge value.
Judge value. That's all I need in my life, just the judge value.
Honestly, we should just be playing Apex, you know, shotgun only. Neon, shotgun only.
What's a gong? What is the shotgun called in that game? Is it the Eva 8?
Yeah, it looks
Even
exactly
genuine
like
ass name. It does play the same, I do remember that.
Yeah, they look the same.
Except shotguns are busted on that game.
Yeah.
Going back to Valorant, I mean the judge is a strong weapon when played in the right positions, and Gobchuk knows how to get value out of that. We'll see if they can convert that bonus, which is gonna be very important for them. One way they just disrespected. So close. Not nice. Not gonna spot it. Gonna grab the orb. The nades in. It breaks the shield, and Gobchuk gets to get that pick for himself. They know where they are. They have been spotted. Smoke comes down. They push
have
into
no map
that
space.
Yeah, they have to regroup. And look where Tired is. He has such an early info here with the Guardian. Does he hear him? Don't think he does. But the team has a read anyways. They're doubling up on mid. Goktruk is just shotgun up here. Tired gets the mid pick on the lurker Trevor. Oh, and the outlaw value.
Oh,
Gets one. That's value. That's 140 damage on Chargers. Oh, no, Orange, sorry. Jesus.
3 health. Classic spraying.
That would have been enough to kill him. I'm gonna be in a great position.
No, they
Lay off the flash. Ooh, now that's the enemy flash. Guy gets one again. Second one with the Guardian. Is doing damage on the third. Popping the backside 10 HP. And there's no hope. It's 3 HP and 3 enemies. Gets the first one. 3 HP and a dream. And gets immediately shot down and turned into a nightmare by Manuel. And what a round from Granada, converting their bonus, doing the same thing that SLR did on their attack half and converting those 2 guns. This match is turning out a lot closer than it looked.
Yeah. Amok is just seeing colors there, like that one pen slip where he's complaining. He's blue from his own team flash. Gonna get splashed again.
All right,
And then someone gets through.
hear me out. Sunday afternoon,
3 rounds.
double
3 rounds.
smoking mid.
I forgot about it. Can't count.
Ooh.
I like it.
We switched from the Friday night to the Sunday afternoon.
I like it.
Toxins going up.
Trevor's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I like it.
Oh, that guy's so low.
They saw a lot.
All right, they know already, so let's just fucking chow. Oh, you're dead. Oh, I'm dead. Okay,
Back
wait.
to vents.
Yeah, let's go back to beds.
Quiet now. I think I might know.
We'll
Go
lurk
for
him.
him.
You guys should look. You just go.
Okay, making noise leaving now for you.
Oh, he was playing triggers.
Oh.
He's the nowhere.
Back to be heaven.
No. We got
That jet is ramped. Can we like
Just
double
ramps
swing?
with outlaw is the thing.
Okay, I go.
2-1.
They're probably holding the main cross now. Like here.
Yeah.
Yep, use both.
Just
smokes.
reload.
One
just smoked the
enemy
wrong way.
remaining.
Got the spike. It's always on the weirdest angle.
Yeah, it's tough.
All good. Let's play.
Honestly, a pretty good eco round there. Manual drops the outlaw for Manual popping knives for the clip is aura. Honestly.
It is. It really is. But you know what's really aura? Just holding the walk up with an up. It's just gonna. Oh man.
No one's going
It's
mid.
not gonna be.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like they need to bait him into walking to the operator. It's kind of cool, but Guk is about to find out where they really are. Oh, God.
Oh.
Paranoia connects, but the shots do not. Trevor gets the pick. Oh, that's gonna be the neural theft. They know exactly where they are. Shield is up on the eye, so the utility is down on the site. Oh, the molly to slow them down even further. Flash to get the last player. Manuel's gonna get a pick, but they do not have a lot of options here, and it seems like Manuel is just ready to save the operator.
Oh wait, Sunny's back. Hello, Sunny.
It's Henry.
And then Sunny, how do you say your name? I assume it's Senin now that I'm actually rereading it.
Professional casters, by the way, chat.
Dyslexic diff, man.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, they're gonna save these two guns. They're just gonna keep it for the next round.
Saving the op.
There's nothing else they can do here. They know
Yes,
on
yes,
play,
it's
though. I
Sanin,
mean,
or
they
yes,
can
it's
still
Senin?
buy. Yes, it's Sanin, I believe. It's the last thing you said.
Maybe.
Sanin, put number 1 in chat. If it's Sanin, put number 2.
Here.
Okay. One thing
I love the
I
excitement.
can say about both these teams from I've been watching is both of their like post plants.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
You and me.
Oh, he hits the shield, but immediately
RIP.
gets caught in by the kill contract. That's RIP, Emmanuel. Yeah, but gets immediately shot down. But outside of that, his team is just completely cleaning up the side. Oh, Trevor dies to the nade. Too late. He's already got his 2 picks. Trevor gets ammo and turns it down into a 2v2.
Spike planted.
Pops up, says half HP. I believe he's the only lit player in the whole lobby. He gets caught in the rotation, makes it into a lane 1v2. Has a flash. Oh, the ADS not enough. Die with 4K close up the round.
I was really expecting to see a breach masterclass just throw all of your util at the guy you know where roughly he is. They had full breach util in that 2v2, but he just shoots his gun instead.
Just throw the whole kitchen, but who needs a whole kitchen when it's an FPS game, man? You get shot and you die.
You know what? That's my bad. See, I don't need to press the X button. I can just shoot them. Who needs to ult?
Exactly. But yeah, no, just a really good round. Trevor does have that Viper spit coming up to this round. Emmanuel just moving the operator around the whole map. Not gonna connect with anything here, but yeah, Uptick is gonna fight a lot of people. Blowing. Gets him.
ISO
Through the
moment.
smoke, just no fear.
Another
Nate is good
ISO
enough to
moment
slow
where you
down the whole
vulnerable your
approach.
teammate.
Oh, he gets picked off immediately. The decay does damage. Olin, the flash for the push. Fire gets one.
Ooh.
The trade.
Spike down.
But that's
B.
not the guy that. You know she's close. You know who's close?
Standing.
The satchel, the boop, the
Oh.
kill. But immediately gets traded by Trevor. It's gonna be Manuel and Zeta. Manuel is holding the right side, Zeta is holding the left. And otherwise he's pushing in, but they catch him. Oh, so close, but the Viper's better than the Nopping Hand. It's not a good combination. That short is gonna do a lot of damage. And he manages to
Oh
win.
my.
What a round from Trevor.
What a good sub, man. Value. Shannon, you better be proud. That's your sub right there. That's your sub right there. What?
Thirsty one,
Yo,
LV.
Booker.
You know what?
Booker. Yo, we need to talk, bro. You can't be representing Int like this, man.
He's
This
not
cannot be.
wrong though.
Yep.
Ooh, the stun is huge. But the null command is gonna neutralize that toxic screen. Smokes right down, the side is theirs. Yeah, and just good call from Zeta. Just give up the space. Just tell him, you know what, if it's all yours, buddy, I'm gonna save my life. Gonna push into the smoke again, they push out of it with the flash. Orangers gets got shock, Amma gets Zeta. Olin gets shredded out by Lin.
No charges left.
The operator from Manuel just gets Amma as well. The Orange is on the left corner, does he know? Does. So
My classic doesn't do that. Oh, but we got robot.
One enemy
Robot
remaining.
LCR, so I'll go back like. Trevor can't spin it out. Olem, 3K. And a
Oh, we're back?
clean end for there. We got our LCR back. You went to robot mode there for a second and disconnected.
oh yeah, that's a hotel Wi-Fi moment. Sorry about that.
Damn.
But yeah, what a huge round. They just try to push CT and it just doesn't work out. They get immediately punished by Manuel and the operator. He was so sure that Orange was in the corner. He just swings it with a classic.
Mind you, this manual guy started the game with like going 3 and 8. So big
Yeah.
swing here. Start the game slow, and he's warming up now.
Maybe he just needs to bring the attack up more often. You know?
Maybe. On split that one?
Where are you?
Actually, maybe.
Oh, he misses barely, but Tired is there to get the trade. Spraying through the smoke. They have heard the spike go down. They don't know if Solar has picked it up. Trevor is just trying to get some space into B main.
Where's the...
But look how far up Lin is. They have a hunch he's close. They have a hunch you're walking up towards A. They're not certain. Lin has a great timing here. The crosshair is not on the right height. But he's not looking at the right spot. He gets picked off. That's all the map pressure that SLR had built up gone.
They just have to slam into B now. They have no map space.
Yeah, we just hit the pause button. It's going to be a 3v3 on side, but they do not have the guns to contest this. The paranoia being prepared by Godtruck. The nade comes out. The paranoia punishes. Olin is so close to danger, and he's none the wiser. Trevor gets one. Manuel gets the trade. Godtruck gets the second. Trevor, and gets immediately traded out by Tire. Clean round. Just 2 picks. Good save from SLR. You really hope they would have done more there. That is so unfortunate. But hey, 11-10. This map is looking a lot closer than it did at the end of the first half. Both teams showing a masterclass on the defense.
Yeah. I think also their comps kind of lean well into it, like especially with manual opping. It definitely gives them a strong backbone, even though they don't have like a Sentinel or a Viper to hold space as efficiently. The op is just so powerful.
They do have enough. They do have enough utility to just delay for days on end with like nade, paranoia, stun. So they do have a lot of utility to slow down the rotations come in.
Yeah.
So they're making the best use of their utility. counter. 9-man comes in. It's going to catch every single player on the side of SLR. And we're going to turn the headphones off and the 8 crossers on. There's nothing else that they can do at this point in time. They have to kind of slow down, let this all die out. The whole team's about to push out from heaven. Dog catches one, the paranoia catches Popsicle, but not Trevor. The mauling into the toxic orb, but Tyre doesn't care. He's just gonna kill you. Link gets one, immediately uses the kill contract. I have no clue who he got. The flash, both of them are blind. And fighting up close, directly from the classic wins that Amok with the overheal gets 2. Gogtruck is alone, but gets a trade on Amok. But Orangers just swings.
That is a whiffy ass round. The whiffs were
crazy. That was so much fighting.
so much fighting and so much missing. There were so many missed shots there. Trevor hits the shot, the game changes. If Jet or Manuel knives don't get absolutely blind.
Yeah,
that was the
right click from
messiest
Orangers was so messy. But they made it work. You know what? They won the round.
Yeah.
But now it's even by going into round 23. There's nothing
We're
to follow it up.
expecting aggression A main, but there's nothing.
It's just false promises. And he just goes back to screens, just holding the line, waiting for them to walk into him. Wall from Trevor is up. That big makes A main a whole big question mark. They could be up ramps by now.
Yeah. Weird ramps. They're all main. They don't know. There's 4 here to hit the site. They're not taking having
so
control
good
at
just
all.
Popping. Gonna hit it. There's the pop. The cease is gonna stop the 2 players that were first on site. They have nowhere to go now. It's gonna buy just enough time, but look where Trevor is. He's immediately rotating behind the players. Of course, this is what happens if you don't have a cipher. Orange just gets spiked down. Tired picks up Flip, Nana again. The Rolling Thunder coming into screens. The flash absolutely countered by that. Rolling Thunder getting a lot of value. Olin does get Trevor. Swing, he gets his life back, but it's immediately taken away by Manuel. Orange just gets a trade on Manuel. Tired. Rocket. There's a lot going on, but everybody's dead at the end of it, and Granada comes out on top. These guys just love dying within like 2 milliseconds of each other.
I know. Everything they just it's all these retakes, man. Everyone just dies instantly.
They're so explosive.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that we're doing on the attack, but they're doing that on the defense.
And the double duelist
on
makes
the
things
attack,
very fast.
Yeah, exactly. On the attack, they were like able to just give these like side hits so quickly done. But now that they're in the defense, it's on the retake. They're just giving up the space, making sure they're playing their numbers, that they have the utility to retake, and they're just making it work.
Walking into
they're guessing right. The command with the smoke is out on time. Is this enough to delay the push? Nice get shot, have no clue how many there are. Olin refuses to get caught in the smoke again, but Mano is holding mid. Misses the shot. It doesn't matter because Tyre does not.
And now they're just resetting, clearing space, forcing out rotates.
Not anybody.
Everyone's leaving B.
They're like,
everyone except the
this
op.
might be a great timing. Oh, but they're moving the operator up. The operator is going to hold B, and then we're going to rotate towards A. This is great calling from the side of Granada. Look at that. They're moving up together as a ball. Amok is just making noise on A.
The fake.
And it's pulled the operator off.
Now he just chills. He just sits here. And he doesn't get greedy and go push for more space. He just chills. He doesn't push the op. I said he doesn't push the op. Yeah, just sit there.
Spike planted.
He doesn't push the op.
He's going to have to at some point. The whole team of Granada is going to rotate towards mid. They're going to have death ball. It's still a 5v4, and it's going to be a 4v3 outside. The operator just wins this duel so easily, turning it to 4v3. But there's a huge advantage on the side of Granada. Sorry, SLR. The shotgun is there. Haunt might be able to spot one. Lane just gets picked off immediately. 20 HP and a green is not enough. Zeta gets a kill on Pop, so slow wheeler. Trevor gets managed in the smoke, but Zeta gets a trade. And the low elo player on the side of Granada confirming the nail in the coffin to take this first map split. And what a
Defenders
game.
And what a game.
It definitely didn't look as close as it was going to be at the beginning of the first half. Sorry, at the end of the first half, but whew, what a match.
What a match. Both teams, I was really impressed by all their post plans. They all like, at least for in. We struggle with these post plans, but it seems they have them very clean.
Yeah, I love the way that they made the best use of their compositions on their respective defensive sides. They just showed. I'm especially impressed with how Granada was able to come back. We heard him the first clear comes round where they weren't really like shaken by being down 3 rounds, and it was really good way of keeping up their mental, just keeping the game going, even though they were down 8-4 at the half. They just brought it back masterfully.
Yeah. And we will take a break before going into the next map.
Yellow.
Yeah. We are back for map 2 for the grand finale of Master Underpeel Masters, man.
Yeah, this time we actually do have snacks and water ready.
Okay, speak for yourself, man. I only got water. Snacks are in the microwave. I'm gonna have to wait to grab those for the next break.
Wait, you turned on the microwave now? So
Yeah.
wait the whole map
Well,
to
okay.
get to it.
So okay. My dog decided to leave a nice present for me on the floor, so I had to clean that up first, and then I got the microwave.
Unlucky
So
moment.
yeah, but I did get water, so
That's
not
important.
that bad. Yeah,
How
it's
much we're
only
yapping, we can then need to keep the throat hydrated.
yeah. Water is always nice. I just
Keep the throat lubricated. That's important for your
yeah,
vocal
that
cords.
is not the phrase I would use, but lubricated is a word for it.
I mean, that's really what you're doing. Is your throat gets very dry when you're yapping
Yeah.
for so quickly for so long. So yeah, we just saw a great map 1 coming out from these guys. What was your main takeaway that each of these teams did right?
Honestly, it
That
was
they just need to keep moving on to the second game.
okay. As I said before, their post plans, and then also it was man. Now I'm forgetting teams' names. Whoever ran double duelist, their sight hits and their retakes were
Yeah.
very impressive. But
That's
they
Granada, yeah.
yeah, Granada, and then their both teams' post plans also looked really good. It always appeared that they had like a plan or they wanted to do something in the post plant that it might not have always worked out, but they definitely they at least had something, you know. I think that's if you can keep that
I feel
up,
like
it's good.
I feel like they capitalized very well on their advantage of being super aggressive with the double duelist breach comp. So they definitely made the most out of it. It was harder to kind of see them take the space in a way. Because sometimes they were just overheat so far up that they didn't have the support that they needed in case stuff went wrong. So we had players, like dying without necessity, or like, it's fine if they die, but then it would become a problem because we wouldn't get traded. A lot of the times that they won their rounds, they did it on the mana advantage, and they got that by just, being on their face and getting one and immediately getting the trade. So they just need to keep doing a little bit more of that, and I think they'll be fine. On the side of SLR, though, what do you think they need to do to, not fall 2 rounds short and just bring that over the line in this next map, which is their map pick?
Fuller really need to find a way to shut down this op. That's what they need. I think.
Oh yeah, it cost them so much trouble.
It cost them so much. They like just
But they had guys though.
Yeah, but like you would think that would be enough, but you can't just throw the shield up and the shield only lasts 10 seconds. There's still 100 more in the round, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's
if
gonna pick someone off eventually if you're not like very aware of it.
Yeah, you need to get the information early and make sure you're using those 10 seconds wisely. Yeah, if you can manage to make the ISO tank the first shot and then mid the jet play in a very uncomfortable position, whether they're smoked off or whatever it is, and just force the operator to play retake. But they have the tools for it. I'm sure that they can make it happen. I'm kind of excited to see how they're gonna change that into the second map. Of course, they know that they're happy to bring the operator out. So now it's just a question of how are they gonna play against it on the second map of Icebox.
Icebox is definitely a very op-heavy map. We can assume
yes,
we're gonna see a jet again, on at least one of the sides. So this op is definitely gonna be something we can see in the future, as long as the economy affords it.
Now the real question is, are we gonna see the Lin chamber? This is a good map for it. It's operator heavy. He can make a lot of use out of that pick. Of course, that trademark is very useful for keeping that Viper in check on mid. So I am looking forward to seeing if Lin is gonna pick up that chamber again.
I wish I could say yes because I love seeing chamber, but I have insider information from yesterday that they do not usually play a chamber. But Sunning's
shame.
back. Sunning's back for this map. So, maybe they'll do it for funsies, I guess. But I highly doubt we'll see a chamber.
Well, yeah. Let's not forget about that. They managed to bring this map so close, playing with a substitute last minute player.
Yeah.
They mustn't feel disheartened by this. Of course, it was not their map pick. It was Granada's pick after a double ban. The first map is usually the hardest one in the rotation whenever you have to play a best of 5 from the lower bracket. And they made a good showing of it. As long as they can keep the mental up, they'll be just fine.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. It was really close, so I'm looking forward to this map, this next map of Icebox.
But
Yes.
with the skirmish that you've had, I don't know how much of it you can actually leak, but how are you expecting Soto to come ahead up in this map against Granada?
So we have never prepped the map, so I can't say if it was us being bad or them being good.
Okay.
But for my own ego, we're gonna say that they're good.
All right.
That they
Yeah,
looked they just look good, you know?
It is gonna be really sad if they get shattered along with your illusions.
Yeah, it would be very sad.
But I do think that they're picking this map for a reason. Out of the 4 maps remaining that they had in the rotation, I do think that they make it work. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on. The breaking news. I've got an anchor on the ground. That Just Tired was hitting up Sesame Chicken in the lead up to the second map. That is why our break is taking longer than expected.
Oh my god.
It's a good choice. I like Sesame Chicken.
Honestly, I wish I had some sesame chicken right now.
That would kind of hit the spot
hungry.
right now. Yeah, tired is on something.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm
tired is
jealous.
onto something. Yeah.
He's onto something. He's gonna. I'm expecting 30 this game. So let's see what maps or what agents will be playing now on this map. We got
Yeah, so we are gonna see kind of more of the same, actually.
yeah, except we see a neon coming out instead of the rays.
I do understand it. I do like the neon on this map. The thing, especially when you're playing I don't think they're gonna play the Golden Snitch minigame. It looks like Amak might actually walk in the harbor. I'm guessing it was a troll hover last time around, but I can see it working in this composition. But it's just
I'm trying to think. I don't see it. Maybe.
all right. Maybe we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Maybe he's not trying to fake us out, and if he does, I really think it's a major hole for that. The Viper. The Viper is so important on this map.
It is.
So
I do agree with you on that, but I don't know. I can see the harbor working out as well. You do give up a lot of the mid pressure, but we're gonna get it with the Viper regardless. There's no point of speculating on it. Going back to the neon, I do like the neon though.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
The problem with attacking on this map, especially, is that you have so many crossfires that are super hard to get through. Which of course the Jet can do with the smoke. The Race doesn't really have a lot of space to satchel through in a way that is safe. It is so easy because you know where she's gonna land, and this map has a lot of the verticality already covered for in a way. Like you know where the verticality is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to play the Race effectively without being predictable. Because if you're going anywhere on the A site, people are used to aiming like top 410 retaking from screens or top pipes swinging from back heaven. So it's a lot harder for you to actually get that race to work. So I'm happy with the Olim. Of course, you do give up that boom bot, but
yeah,
you are the boom bot. You're just zooming around the map.
I think the other choice that they could have ran. I don't know if they tried it or not, but I imagine just like an ISO, like what Chad is playing, is also would work really well with the team or with the rest of the team.
I do like the ISO idea, especially now that it like suppresses people. ISO is busted.
That A main fight becomes so much stronger.
Oh yeah. But we've also seen it before in the past. Of course, in the previous meta, like a year and a half ago, we had when ISO was first introduced. people using the ISO in a combination with the shock darts to deny diffuses. Because
Yeah.
that's a lot about
And
what
denial.
this map is, right?
Yeah.
Plan denial, diffuse denial. So the ISO gets a huge amount of value that maybe Granada might miss there. But I'm excited to see. I mean, it's gonna be two different map agent composition philosophies clashing into this map. So it's gonna be an exciting match. Of course, the Killjoy isn't really gonna have much of a struggle. I don't see a Tejo on either side, which is usually what kind of kills Killjoy on this map. So it seems like a fairly standard match.
One thing I also want to highlight about this Granada team, or this Granada like comp, is that we don't have our pub subs on a, or not pub subs. What is going on?
I'm sorry.
Hello? What? Okay.
Production moment.
Underpeel production moment.
I know he just freaked out and just hit 7 different buttons on the Steam Deck, hoping it would be the right one.
We don't have our usual. We don't have our usual
Alright.
Sentinel player on Sentinel. That's what I was gonna say. But we should.
But yeah,
hand
we
it
got
over.
sorry to interrupt you, but we do got the map loading. The players are ready. We are about to head. That is the wrong map. And we're not heading into Ascent. That map has been banned for the series. We're gonna be heading onto Icebox.
Yep.
Sorry, what were you saying about the Sentinel player? I caught you off horribly there.
Yeah. I kind of cut myself off too because Terry was yelling in live channel, but we don't have our usual our Sentinel player. I can't remember his name now. Bad
Pop-ups?
memory. No. For Granada.
Oh, on
is
the other side.
playing. He is
no
playing
clue.
the Viper. He is playing the Viper, and Zeta is playing the.
But I'm not gonna believe he's a controller player.
Nope, wrong team again. Guck Truck is playing. Wait, am I?
So that's on Granada. Yeah, that's on Granada.
Zeta played Breach last game, right? Am I tripping?
Zeta?
Yeah.
Zeta did play Breach. He is on the Sentinel right now. Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
what I
Granada.
wanted to-
You threw me off by saying it was not Granada.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I got confused by. I think I just confused myself, man.
Yeah, we're good. No worries, and we're about to just send it. Oh, it's gonna be a dirty battle for this map. So, oh my god. William just gets ammo out of the map, gets the second one with pops ups, and that is the power of the Neon. Manual holding the top pitch and walkout. Well, Senin and Lin just have a monumental task to do. As we see, ooh, gets the first one.
Shield up. I'm still fighting.
And we're seeing the creep up on the map. They're just trying to get as much space as they can, but Olim is just being thrown on the side. It's gonna be a triple swing. He's out in the open. Tire gets both of them, cleans up, and that's it. I do apologize. I am being told it is Amok, even though there's not a second O for some goddamn reason.
Is it? I think it is pronounced
Amok.
Is it Amok? Man, we don't get sheets. We need. Where's Amok? Okay. We don't get.
Okay,
we
I
don't
got
get
it.
our
I got it. I think
pronunciation sheets until now, apparently.
We'll
What
make
the fuck,
it
man?
work.
Underpeel
Loading
moment
production,
right
by the
there.
way. Yes, sir. He's gonna hit B side. They're just gonna flat out hit a side that there's nobody there. So they're just gonna gamble stack the A side, and it's not gonna work.
Fast rotate over from chat. I wonder if they bought. Someone dropped it from, or if I think he bought it. I can't tell because the white makes it very hard to see the blue outlines, at least for RVs. But I think Chad bought his own share.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
what?
Ooh,
Here.
pigs. Just spray them down with the Vandal, getting that round 2 Vandal value. There's 4 rifles on the side of Granada. They're gonna have a huge bonus round coming up. And this should just be easy cleanup on the side of Granada. They're very far away. They're gonna try and group up, but they are pinched. Both Snowman and Main. It is gonna be a very hard retake to execute it. The time is ticking down. Tick tock, tick tock. And he gets Manuel's head off. Immediately swings one, gets immediately traded by Zeta with the Sheriff. Sheriff for Sheriff. He's gonna run in and really try to get that rifle out. Rest of this Solar team is just gonna try and die to the spike. Coming back to Snowman. Should be able to save this. Yep. It just checks out.
I am wondering if Solar know how many rifles they have and if they'll buy an outlaw for it. Because they only know, they know of at least one. They know one person's on light shields. They
Let's go to Clear
I
Crumbs.
don't know if they know. This is not Clear Crumbs. It's next round.
here.
It's next round. I am an idiot. Sorry.
It would be like
Christ. I am tripping.
Oh
I read
my
the round number
gosh.
wrong. I apologize for that.
that. No.
It's like I thought it was weird. It was round 3. I should have read it again.
Yeah, okay. But what I was saying is, if they had seen enough, I wonder if they would have bought an outlaw. That would have been going huge into this round.
I feel like they might have if they had somebody who is in a stronger outping position compared to the rifle and retake. They've had to play retake twice, and maybe they don't want to be stuck in that situation again with an outlaw.
Keeping it slow.
Not gonna get spotted by the drone, and they're gonna be doing the same thing, but this time Amok is ready for him.
They just delay and then they go 4B with the boys.
He is for the boys, in fact. There's not enough poison to hold him off for long. Orb is gonna go down. Orange is gonna get picked off with a Vandal spray through the smoke. Dash out, regroup, rehit, and look where Doctor is. He's gonna be making his presence now. Oh, pops up, just finds him, just barely finds his shoulder. But Lin loses that duel against Manuel. Oh, they do have the timing, they have the space. But do they have the ability of closing out this round?
Spike planted.
It's looking like a huge bonus round coming up for Gran. Solar need this for their economy. But look at the double lurk.
Headshot.
After the Viper is dead, Emmanuel just comes in late and he's gonna overheat.
Oh my god!
That's filthy.
That is... He almost got the 5th too. Look at that, he just had 5 health left. Or not the 5th, the 4th. But still, that was crazy.
What a shot. Pops up's dust rate him out, and as a reward, he gets to keep this rifle. Granada ain't taking no chance. They're just gonna be chilling on the side, just waiting for him to come down. Yeah, it seems like they might send Zeta on the hunt, but now they're all gonna regroup mid. They're just gonna save their rifles. That is a massive, and I mean massive bonus round for Granada. They get to keep 3 people alive, 2 rifles on a Guardian. And you know what? On Tire Tent, it might as well be a Vandal.
You know what? You're right.
That guy is terrifying with a Sheriff and a Guardian.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a huge hit for the solar
back.
economy.
I think it lands here.
You want to just like not lurk the trans with the rope?
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn goofball.
You still want me to like
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
knife?
look close, right. KO is trying to farm the orb last round.
Above. There's 3 here at least.
Yeah, can we join from here?
Tails close.
Yeah, joining.
Deal.
Oh, what a shot.
Go ahead, I'm down to go, okay? It's like one.
You're gonna go?
Yep.
Close. Nice, Manuel.
One enemy remaining.
Just kidding. Mace. Holy shit, Manuel, you're insane, bro.
You can shoot. I'm so down.
Yo. Had a slow map, not anymore. Raid bus is here.
I'm down to go B.
I can buy one.
Okay.
Placing sentry.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait, don't just
okay.
plug in them? Sorry, can you start mid? Duck, give me bomb. Stay there with me. Hold on, can you run under 2?
Yeah.
Okay, we got an extra round, comms round, because someone was. Yep, we got an extra long one because Underpeel production moment again.
And Olin is not wasting any time. He's just gonna find Amok down onto the side. That's the Viper down, and that's a freebie site. Thank you very much. We're just gonna speed here. We're just gonna yoink the space like we did to the Native Americans. We're just gonna like push into that side. Olin gets one. Gets immediately treated by Lin. This might actually be a winnable retake. They do have enough utility. They do have a kill contract online. But Tyre does have the Hunter's Fury. Tagged by the drone. Manuel does pick Lin out. Manuel gets Lin off. And off the map, and it's so hard for Oranges to do anything here. Backwards V hopping, just saving with style. He's just gonna go and save this rifle. And a third save round in a row for the side of Solar.
Data are just playing at such a fast pace. It's so hard for Solar to, and the retakes are not working out for Solar.
And that is exactly what Olin is absolutely abusing with, especially when you're playing Viper. You're used to certain timings on the map. And well, I mean, this happens in any map. Well, when you have a Neon on the map, it just shatters your whole perception of timing during the map, and it is demoralizing as the team that is playing against the Neon. Yeah. Because Neon can be in your face in this map in about 2.5 seconds, up, down, under tube. Just like we saw that round.
Neon is so atrocious. You know what? It's not as bad as Tejo though.
I believe it's worse.
I'm in the personal belief that Tejo is really unhealthy for the game.
Yep, ankles broken, just a shot under tube. And then we hear the turret. The Lin knows he's getting flanked. But does he know that there are two? He does. He sees one, he gets a free pick on the second one. And that Stinger's not going to be able to do anything about it. There's a timing, there's a stun. Amok gets picked up by Olin once again. That Stinger is not going to be able to take Olin down quickly enough. He has enough time to turn around, get the headshot, get the round for his team.
Quote unquote gold player right there.
Yeah, they're just snowballing his team. You know, what a round from Gugberg, just holding the fort. Just really well played on both sides, with both Olin and Gugberg. We do have the ult snowball happening. We do have a Neon ultimate and the Blaze Storm. There are online only against the kill contract that Liz had for like 4 rounds now.
Yeah. At what point does he decide to use it? Just rip it to try and get a round win. They need one on the board and bring momentum together. Oh my god. Taking sight fast, Neon on site. Oh my, we just walk into the Molly. Then Chad gets 2 somehow, I don't even know how, man. Walked up, Molly's out. Still Molly's on bomb, and Drugdog takes this. No, he sets them down. And the round is over. Orange is defusing the bomb.
The wind's shifting our favor.
Yeah. And going into this round, we have another. I mean, they get to buy now. Oh my gosh. Man, I keep getting caught off guard because I keep trying to eat. Because, oh my god. But Manuel getting another kill. Yeah. Oh my god.
Player standing.
Revealing
Lights down. My ultimate is ready. Alarm bot down.
Oh. That was so winnable. He had alt up 2.
You failed. Now please.
Yeah. Yep. We're finally getting on the board. I mean, last round, Chad, that 2K was actually insane. To look up top screens for manual, insane game sense. Just gonna run it down again. No entry for you. Ult coming out. Oh. We had no one watching sight for him. Not Trevor. R.I.P. Trevor. Oh, what? Yeah. Doesn't get a kill that, so can't even be demon. Oh, he's going too far. It is going to go down.
Top dart.
Last player standing.
Oh, the molly miss.
It is over.
Let's see. I mean, I wonder. The alert was there, but he missed the shot. That actually lost them the round. He was too fast. Average neon moment.
Turret out.
Yeah. Yoink. Yeah. He's one of the big reasons why they're currently up, or not up, but like up through half 3 rounds. Otherwise, they would probably still be struggling if he wasn't performing like he is now.
Top dart.
Oh. Mook is so dead. That is a nice shot. Doesn't matter. Grab the up! Grab the up! Grab the up! Yeah. Pushing into snow there was it was a great play. Like, I mean, they catch Senin, shocked out's art, trying to wait for his lineup to deny Prana. They just flew through.
Yeah, I mean it's a really good round from them. It's very well played.
Also, got going into the round. Another just a slam.
Just landing the sides, just keeping up the pace with the team. Neon does not get caught by that vulnerable. So she keeps running. The stomp straight in his mouth. Tyre does get Orangers, who's trying to flood into backside. The slide isn't good enough distraction for Manu to shoot him in the back of the head. And Olim just... I'm dizzy. Manu just gets another pick and spawn. He's good for 3. Oh, they're not even looking at him. They don't know where he is. And he gets 4 and just cleans up the rest of the team. What a rant from Manuel.
Last round in the half.
This guy is insane.
He's just so clean with it, man. I am thoroughly impressed with how much value he's getting out of these pushes.
Jet on icebox is just so it's actually so nasty.
Yeah, it just gets into positions on the high ground where no other agent can do so effectively and safely because of the smoke. That is what's so impressive. Like, Manuel has dashed up top together with the smoke. Nobody can get him. Looks like a maze slam again. It's only Orangers and a dream to hold this. Mook is just holding the fort in B. Everybody's rotating. They know it's here.
You should run.
The doctor is ready for this. Shoots a turret. Doesn't put any more pressure on that. A lockdown to flood the players from the side. Gonna be a 5v5 retake. They're running in. Drug guard doesn't connect. No attackers detained. Now it's coming back. Null command is pushing up. Sammy gets one just gets actually one from the back. Manuel gets 1 pick in return. Lane gets 2 to pay back the favor. Immediately the club contract is dying, tired from using his utility to stop the defuse. Just stalling, just keeping him there long enough for Orange to defuse the spike. Doesn't matter that he doesn't win it, he won the round for the team. This Viper gets the last 2 picks and just cleans up Granada from the map.
You know, despite Chad losing the ult, the isolation, the ISO ult, it takes out Senin from being able to, or not Senin. It takes out Manuel. Oh my god, I can't.
Tired.
It takes out Tired from being able to ult, which just lets the diffuse come through.
Yeah, it's just even
huge.
again. Yeah,
I was disappointed
well
not to
played,
see
well fought.
the Chad clip now. I was ready to see another clip from him.
That would have been clean. I think we're setting up for a B fight. The kill just set up is all in towards B, just anchoring down that area. They might just find some resistance here as Granada just W keys out A. They know they're not here. They know exactly where the danger is.
You know what's weird? Or not Solar. Solar aren't having their Viper lurk up. They're not playing the Golden Citrus game right now.
Oh, 1, 2 picks down for the side of Solar. Get traded
like
by
I've seen this
Tyre,
before,
but immediately
man.
gets traded by Land. Yeah, it looks very similar. Oh, that shield is not enough to keep Lynn alive. And it's suddenly into a 3v2. 2 sheriffs in camp in a dream. 2 sheriffs, 2 guys against 3. They're gonna get Orangers down and suddenly turn into a 2v2. But look where Amuk is. Amuk has the perfect lurk timing. You're not looking down Orange. They have no clue.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, the timing's gonna be huge. He gets 1, he gets 2, he cleans it up. What a good round from Amuk. Well played, well timed. Really, really well done. And going back to the point that you were saying about the Viper not lurking, this is actually something I've seen Nats from Team Liquid do a couple times. As a Viper player on this map, I of course am doing my due job of VOD reviewing pros. And Nats actually doesn't like to lurk for the first like 5 or 6 rounds. Some sort of like reverse conditioning, making him think that he's not gonna lurk, and suddenly he's just up into snow 10 seconds into a round. So it is actually fairly standard to not just start lurking immediately.
Like
see the orb come down unit. Yeah, see, he just throws the orb and regroups with the rest of the team, even though it's their bonus round. And has a sheriff, he could just very well just give this up. But Manuel and Olim know it's a bluff. They're just pushing up.
They're walking into the stack. There's no one on A. Sunny.
They spot the alarm bot. So they break the alarm bot, everything is popped. Contact has to be made and the fight starts. The drone doesn't spot him. The spike is coming down. Do more damage to his teammate than to the enemy. The spike goes down. Sacrifices his life for it. Lane does trade. Block in return is still a 4v4.
No.
Swing. Doesn't connect. 2 kills on the side of Solar. 1 kill on the side of Granada. 2.
Last player standing.
Tags, the slows, the Lin 3K that Oranger's death. It is looking very precarious for Owen here. He's making some moves, some schmoes, gets the Guardian in time, but does not have enough time to just spike them off. He's gonna deny it.
Enemy remaining.
He does
It's
get the
another,
pick on a
though.
mook. Does get his
Gonna take
third
that
at
Guardian.
least. Ooh, ooh, I thought Lin was gonna die there. This is the last fight, yeah. Gets a fourth.
does,
Well
but
played,
he
Olin.
Dies, but he loses the round but gets all the kills.
That's
Eco
all that
is gonna be
matters.
hurting. Yeah, the Eco is gonna hurt the Solar now.
Yeah. It's really good, well played anti-eco. That's a very expensive round for Solar. They're able to buy back.
They're just 4 boys with the B, or 4 B with the boys. You know, classic.
Yeah, and I mean, he's probably gonna just throw the orb down and not really lurk up mid. It is it is the first round of the match, and he is trying to make that mid pressure. Hoping that all in my mind will be disrespected. Connection on the 0 point.
Outlaw could go huge. 3 of them have light shields. He's grabbed.
Oh, the shield is broken. This is a straight fight. The Outlaw doesn't connect. The classic almost does.
Oh my God.
That was close. Fire does get sent down. Amok does get the all-in, trying to rotate out into the map. Moving closer into that point. Orb comes back up. He's just making a lot of pressure. He's keeping Gluck. Sorry, Duck just stuck to him. It's turned a 4v3 retake into a 2v3 retake. God, the pressure starting to come up. Glocktrug is still looking for ammo. Look at that. As the team just gets to hold the crosshairs down, Glock is just still busy with ammo. Just that's it. That's the end of the round. He doesn't get to do anything besides save this Phantom. That's a round coming in from Solar. Just convert their bonus round, and they're looking really good in this half of the game. It's looking like almost like deja vu, no?
Yeah. Very similar to last half. Without the neon shenanigans and the Jet getting 3Ks and 4Ks back.
Yeah, Manuel is starting to push this weight. It was a slow start to the first match, and now they're showing up to play. But are they showing up to play enough? Lin himself was almost at 20 kills already at 16 rounds.
Yeah. And his team was losing for the majority of this.
Spike
Just about to get a pick, gets tagged by the Solar Dart. I know he gets 2 with a Sheriff. Doing a lot of damage on this save. My hook is just so low on HP, this might actually be winnable.
Yeah. And if they can grab the guns, it could look a lot better for Gran.
I hope that this round is winnable for them. They do get the first rifle in their hands. And one bullet will get a book down.
Poison's off.
Link, they have nothing to hold it back. Certain about an A push. Moving up towards B, they might cast the Viper. Oh, they're looking backwards. They're smelling
Right here.
them. Oh, comes up the top of the spike. Nothing comes in. Now they're very suspicious of the flank.
I mean, you have to be. There's nowhere else.
They can lurk on this wall. You see, make first
They know
contact
both.
with them shot. Then gets the first pick.
Through the shield is crazy.
Revealing area.
And this is suddenly a very winnable round. Guard is destroyed. Backside is mollied off.
There's only one person right now.
Last player standing.
Last shot from Zen, and just Sova fighting the Sova for the end of the round. And it's going to be an 8th round on the board for Solar. And that's an insane amount of damage from Granada on a save round.
Yeah. What a good eco. If I'm on their team, it's just like, yep, good eco, boys.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean,
nothing.
RB is
forgot.
what, like
Here comes
4-0?
I forgot.
And we're going to be every single round though.
I think we start looking up A. We start looking up A.
Throw a knife towards
Yeah,
B.
throw a knife. Throw knife B.
I've got the fake knife. I got the fake
I can
knife.
pop
I can
shield because they probably have op here. Anything? I didn't see it. It's
Did
on
you get
me.
tagged, Bubs?
I did.
You're the
Start
lurk.
looking up A.
I broke alarm bot in mid.
Alright, start looking up A.
Heads up.
Wait, what? Oh,
I got the
belt.
trade.
Belt.
Poison orb
We gotta go
remaining.
A. They might be aware that we're A. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I'm coming rafters.
I hear Neon. Neon's dead.
Neon's dead.
Oh.
I've hit.
Actually, Raptors.
Oh, I got tagged through the wall.
Uh.
That's unfortunate. He's shocking default.
Just clean.
The op.
One enemy
Sit
remaining.
on me again, Perry.
Good top side.
We needed to speed up sooner.
Yeah.
One thing is that we did not.
Rafters.
We were unaware of this.
All good.
K1.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I
Yeah,
think
just
that also
insta-dinking.
played into what our B take was doing. Our B take was like pressuring these like duels to just like walk up and go flank
Yeah.
double.
Okay, we are back. Hello, people. We forgot
Hello.
timeout, or we forgot clear comms again.
I was sent to the Shadow Realm once more. Tired is definitely gonna bully me in Repo tonight. I'm not tired, the Tired is.
Yep. Oh,
Um,
Repo Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, now Solar are forced into the eco. Like, with that round win and the amount of damage they did in Route 16, Granada has just turned the economy upside down.
And here's
That
the stop
operator.
that the op that we talked about for the match. I mean, last round
see.
it got value. Let's see if it gets value again.
Let's see how much value he managed to get out of it this half. But the kitchen sink being thrown at the side. Sorry, Manuel just doesn't get to walk up. The wall is down. He sees the ISO. He doesn't want to shoot the shield. Really shoot spot at each other. This is such a bad position to be in with an operator.
This looks actually really good for Solar with the op and the Viper pit. 5 people.
Oh, I'm getting value.
Are we pushing? Why did we push out of our Viper hall?
I try to time the end with the wall, but it doesn't look like there's enough time to clear the pit and the fuse. Unless they're relying on the lockdown, it's just barely enough time. Yeah, there it is. Just clears one side, clears the other. Doc is already sticking it. Oh, he does have it. Very well played from Granada.
Yeah.
What a way to shut down this pit.
Solar
Wouldn't be the
just
first time a
int
caster
it out
just
for
caster.
fun, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
caster
I mean-
curse.
Turret out.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time a Viper pit gets caster cursed on this map. Yeah, what a round. Really well played from Granada. I'm impressed. That means the Solar is forced again into a light buy. They kind of forced the round before.
Yeah, they had that half buy with the Viper. Well, then we just inted out of it for fun. So who cares?
Oh, the operator. Didn't do the damage.
Wing before guard.
Spotted. The knife, the timing. Oh, with the double time and triple timing.
Just shoot someone!
No, for real though. Oh, he misses again. He gets caught by the sheriff. Everything goes wrong for Manuel. Mario just comes in, breaking shield for land. They know where he is. He gets spammed through the smoke by Olim. Forcing the vulnerable by stepping on it. It's just 2 shots to the body and he's down. Finger in mid from a Mook. Just spots tired. He just gets hit by the owl drone dart. It just gives him just enough time to reposition.
He has to
Just
worry
back to
so
his team.
much about this lurk from Viper.
Yeah.
Gun here.
That means he's gonna turn the side hit essentially into a 4v3. Yeah, or still at a gun disadvantage. But luckily, they
I'm
still
not
have their
down,
Viper
though.
up. 40 seconds. Oh, God. That's this one. Here, 2. Ooh, Olin with the long-range Vandal shot.
30 seconds left.
God just doesn't give up. 20 HP in a dream. That's all I need, baby. Give me just 1 and I got it. I'm gonna get one. Olin gets the 3rd. And it just pops up against 3. But the bait from the Neon and the swing from the Killjoy closes out the round. And it's just 2 rounds shy of a second map win from Granada.
Oh my. The Solar didn't get bombed down earlier after they killed Jet. They just sat and waited and lost the round for it. Manuel, the operator, picked up again. A 28 and 14. Insane numbers.
Yeah. He has been playing really well this map. Everything went wrong for him that round, unfortunately. But he is showing up what he's made of right now.
Jamming A.
Ooh. Nice the shield, gets a pick. The stun. Catches the Sova off guard, and that's 2 kills for Olim. Fired gets a third. And they're just crumbling apart like a graham cracker.
Spike dropped.
Half HP on Orgers, full HP on Pop Subs, but it's 275 HP in a dream. To keep the game alive, to keep it away from match point. The drone is coming up, it gets shot, one of them gets spotted, they know they're here. The operator is holding the flank, there's no
You need a
hope.
miracle.
He needs a miracle and 5 kills and doesn't get the first one, the slide spray. That is disgusting. I hate Neon. Holy shit.
I hate Neon, man.
But yeah, just making that slide work for him, and oh my god, that is brutal round to lose on the side of Solar. It is the second to last nail in the coffin, but it looks like they're ready to put the last one in.
They're forcing up 2 Guardians, 3 real boy guns, some big boy guns for them, but it's up, still on the board, walking down tube.
It's you.
Not giving a rifle to a kill contract. Yeah, he's gonna have to fight it with a Guardian. He misses it. He doesn't pick up anybody. The kill contract is wasted. He just has to walk out in the open, and it doesn't matter because he gets dog truck anyways. As the Viper down on the side of the defenders. The 5v4, but the operator is still online. Iso Shield is still up, but not for much longer. The lockdown comes down. Is that gonna be enough time to recharge the toxic wall? Or are you just taking once instead of waiting for the killjoy ult to pop? The wall comes up, they all pop. They know there's nobody close.
Spike planted.
Oh! Comes with a spray through smoke.
I shouldn't have said shit.
Yeah, you cursing bastard. Lane just gets the other pick on Olin, gets immediately traded by Zeta. Manuel switching over to the rifle. Sees tired, swings in. He's sending. Oh, he sees one. He flicks onto the second one, gets him as well. It's a 1v2 for Sen. It's a 1v1, sorry. Manuel wins it and closes out the map with an insane 4K. And that is gonna be
insane.
He's so clean with it, dude. And that is gonna put the final nail in the coffin for SLR on their map pick to lose against Granada. And what a match.
What a map.
They started out so slow, down 4-8 at the first half of split, and they've shown why they're here and why they're coming through the upper bracket.
So many like hero rounds from Alam. It shows you why Jet is so good on this map.
It seems like they finally woke up and they're really destroying and showing why they're part of the winning team so far.
Yeah. We will see if they continue winning and they can make another 3-0 happen in a few minutes as we go to break. Hello, welcome. We are
Hello.
back. Yeah.
You're
Okay. So we are back. We got I got stew this time. I'm a hungry boy, hungry man.
so we had no snacks from map 1, pizza rolls from map 2, now we got stew from map 3. You're lining something up from map 4?
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about it. I might go get like a 3-course meal from like Olive Garden or something, you know.
Oh, that sounds
You gotta
so
keep going.
gas
You gotta
right
keep going
now.
up. You gotta evolve, you know. So like maybe
No, I
by
hear you.
map 5 I'll like, you know, order a whole like
Dude,
what are the companies that like provide for banquets and stuff. I'll
I
order
could
one of
go for a
those.
chicken gnocchi soup.
Yeah, maybe I can
Okay.
get some catering, some Asian meal catering, maybe some Thai food. Get a catering
Ooh,
place
that
for
sounds
Thai
good.
food. Just get enough to feed 5 people.
Yeah. By the way, the next map is Pearl.
Okay. Pearl, maybe for Pearl we'll get seafood.
Ooh, I could go for a caipirinha right now. Even though it's in Portugal, just because there's Portuguese stuff around, I'm thinking about Brazilian food. Either way, we're gonna be. I think the players are ready with Agent Select. I think we're gonna head straight towards that. Yeah, so we are interesting comps. I don't trust the harbor anymore. I think that's gonna be on Astra.
It's fake. It's fake. It's fake,
See, the
man.
crazy thing is that on this map you could play harbor and it wouldn't make sense.
It would make sense, but without another controller, it's probably fake. Unless setting is also faking us out.
What do you
What
mean?
kind
You
of
have a
faking
big
it?
wall that can smoke the whole map.
Yeah, but you don't have like on defense. You don't have very good smokes by himself.
Yeah, that's interesting. For the first time in the series, we're gonna see the manual off the jet. We're gonna be swapping onto the Yoru.
I think we've seen
That
it
is
before.
that is
I
one of
think
the
this is
cool.
his usual
Ooh,
form.
Clove.
Okay. I guess no
Okay.
Astra. Who needs Astra when you can go shoot your gun at people?
Yeah, I mean it is an FPS game. You know, you get
It is
shot
an
and you
FPS
die.
game.
Um, that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I mean we're gonna see a slightly different idea. That is the cool thing about this current meta is that there's so many different agents that you can play. That having the duelists, you know, just having 3 different duelists on a map and they're all feasible makes sense. Map
Score
score
right now
Booker,
is
we're about to
2-0.
start. Yeah, 0-0.
2-0
We're
Granada.
about to start map 3.
Yeah.
The overall series score right now is 2-0 in favor of Granada.
I just get pinged. Oh, it's B. B's not in here, but tell B I said hi, Booker.
Yes. Please, I got pinged as well. Did they
Love
just
you
ping the
too.
gamers?
Love you too, Booker. You can't see, but I'm doing the like cute thing with my finger, with my fingers and
Oh,
making a
the finger
heart.
heart?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing that. I'm putting it up to my screen so we can do it together. Um, but like one thing this Granada team, this comp does really well is just to slam into your on B, into hall or into back hall. Don't okay, this guy. Okay, Terry just said he's
guy.
hacking into my computer and turning on a camera I don't even have. But okay, thank you, Terry. We're making this. We're getting it done.
There he comes. Yeah, I mean we it's gonna be interesting, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
looking
definitely see.
at how they're gonna make this dual duelist work. I mean, we know how the Yoru works, especially. But it's gonna be interesting how they make it work with the Neon. A lot of it has been Olim and Manuel just double team together, pushing into the backsides of the enemy spawn and everything. So we'll see. These are 2 very high-paced agents, because of course the teleport goes at about the same speed that Neon running does. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, this is definitely a very run it down comp from for both teams too. They're still keeping this only using ISO for entry. I'm not sure if I'm a fan or not, but at least you have the Clove. I feel like the Clove has a lot more synergy with it than like a lot of the other smokes agents, because you can kind of just run in with him and you'll have smoked up for the thing. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little interesting. I feel like especially having your lower elo player, or your not your lowest, but your lower elo player in GOG just playing the Astra, such a complicated agent. I have a hard time juggling anything that Astra needs to do. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can pull off given Olin and Mani the utility they need when they need it. And I do believe that we are ready to start moving onto the fight through. So I think the map is loading, the players are ready. We are about to move into the third map of the series of Granada versus Solar in Pearl. Now we finally have the actual fly through of the map.
Yeah, I'm getting major deja vu from the from previous time Granada versus ideally it was kickoff Granada versus Unguardable.
No. Unguardable, yeah.
Yeah, Unguardable. Where they also played Pearl map 3 and Granada. I believe it was a map 3 Pearl, but Granada with the 3-0'd, so they won the map. And
doesn't matter if it was the second or the third, they won it anyways.
They won it, yeah. So we'll see. This is
so,
also one of Granada's best maps. So
yeah, there's two histories on the side of Granada. First of all, they won it before for Masters 1 Grand Finals, and of course they've also won it against Solar. And during week 6, it was a 13-7 scoreline in favor of Granada. Let's see how this map plays out. It really looks like we're heading for a B fight that nobody's gonna be here for.
Ooh. What was the plan there?
I don't know, but the players of Granada are pushing in.
I think with that,
all the way into their spawn.
I think that was a overlay is swapped for some reason. Huge W.
Yeah, the players are on the right agents of the top side. Granada is SLR and SLR is Granada.
I think it was actually secretly big brain to let your Astra get hit because it allows for this ass flank. Look at this, they're already up. They were up earlier, but they couldn't capitalize off it.
Yeah, the fight was so deep into secret they couldn't do anything about it, and Olin was just abusing the movement, baiting them to push in. Olin and Ireland, if there's two people that can win, this is these two, but Orange is not gonna let it happen. They just get the 2 picks. It is over. Round 1 is already won for Solar. Not Granada. We have wonderful production values here that definitely don't mess up the production.
Thank you, Underpeel.
I'm dogging this guy as if I didn't mess up clear comms like 3 times.
Oh my gosh. We're subcasters, that's why. We're subcasters.
Real shit.
Yep. Okay. I'm a subcaster. You were scheduled and forgot about it.
No, I subbed. Definitely.
Harry's going to mail you a pipe bomb, bro.
Can we even see that on stream?
I can.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, we're
in a video game. In a video game. In Minecraft.
They're just gonna rotate off after this first contact. Solar have the gun advantage. They're just gonna not want to run into the what's it called? Into the buckies that they are just preparing for, and they're gonna take the teleport, try and beat him into the A side, and they're gonna use these buckets to their advantage, see if they can beat the rotation over. It looks like the Euro is gonna make it to backside first, so he's in a very prime spot to use that bucket to his advantage. Olin has a passage. He's gonna swing. He's gonna shoot. Gonna tag him for 50. This fight is gonna calm down. Thorns aren't gonna do anything. He's already passed him. Making use of that Bucky. That's the first pick for the Bucky. The flash out of the smoke. Swing. A lot of people are dying. 3 people dead. It's a 3v3 on site. Zeta gets Lin, Senning gets Zeta. Looks like it's an even fight, but the gun advantage is still in the hands of Solar. The Bucky comes in, 1 kill. The swing gets 2. What a round from Solar.
Senning really meant it when he said that he was going to do it for Trevor.
He did. Dude, he's playing really well right now. That swing into the double kill is really well played.
It is Solar up 2-0. The graphic is lying.
Yeah, the graphics are
Now we
so
win.
do keep that in mind. But the what do you call it? Oh my god. Besides the sweep, but the score is correct. It is 2-0.
Go, go, go!
It's just that Solar is up 2-0, and they are walking up mid now.
They are walking up mid. It looks like they popped the ISO shield in it. Maybe they heard it. I have a very deep line with this Outlaw. It's letting everybody else rotate out. Minor is the only player that is chilling. He's putting the teleporter back. He's taking even more space. They know that they have to be towards A. The dog in mid doesn't catch anything. The dog into the next dog catches the tire. The stun is huge. It allows him to get 2, 3. Immediately gets traded by Lin, pushing off from A, but Goktor gets a trade on Lin. He overhealed. His speed boost. Gonna try and fight it. The fast spray is great for getting Goktor. And he gets tired as well. The Outlaw trying to make God's work, but there's a Vandal in the hands of a Mook. They get the spike. They're gonna be running towards B. Oh, and that's gonna be very hard to retake with an Outlaw.
Could drop it though.
Steyr
There's plenty
find
of
a weapon
Vandals.
upgrade. Oh, they both have Vandals now. It's gonna be a straight fight for the third round of the match. Can SLR convert to the bonus round?
I'm behind. What?
It's a very long rotation, but I do kind of like the idea.
Yeah.
It does put them into a fairly awkward spot. And goes in the flash. Eek. Oh, and the swing from a Mook. He just wins the.
Look. I mean, the Stinger kills were crazy. Oh, what the? What is going on? Oh, it's good now. I tapped out and everything was dying.
Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. We predict the close judge here. I ult him.
Oh,
Dude,
if you get this right.
We go street and then I go late main, I guess. Yeah.
He's back to me.
Wally.
I'll knife close just so we have info.
It's you and me.
Hey, it's fine. It means there's no close judge.
I smoke some
There's
shit.
one art, jump spotting art. There's one near con. Yeah, can you smoke right?
I'm smoking con. There's one there, right? Center dead. Go pubs.
There's one top side,
We can't come. I see. Pubs go with them.
I think two connected.
One heaven. Your
Go site. Flank. I call. Oh, flank.
Looking your heaven.
Heaven, yes. Don't fight flank.
Watch out, mid. Watch out.
no
He'll
use.
still be here.
No yo for that guy.
Got mid.
Okay, we're good. Just. He was heaven.
Yeah, they could still technically lurk our mid.
80 on yours. 80 on
One
yours.
way. I have ult. Okay, let me fight first. Okay.
They're gonna see all here.
I guess swing
They're gonna try to like flash us or some shit. Okay. Not on.
One. 30 behind. Yo.
I almost had.
Wait, what happened there? Like, the guy behind me, like I can't live through that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Would you
So
want?
close.
Okay, chill. Could you like not fight him, or like you just didn't think about it?
I was stunned.
Yeah, swinging off the stun there was insane.
Yeah, really well
up so
played.
many.
So well coordinated with us, with the dimensional drift, just absolutely catching most of Solar off guard. Finally winning the first round on the board for Granada. Well played, really well played.
Yeah, taking mid again. They really. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. I can feel it.
They're really good at taking this mid space and just controlling it. Yeah, they're just walk up. It looks like this time they're not gonna hit R. They're gonna walk towards connector.
I just got lied to.
Good setup. Oh, dude, that sucks.
Time to jump.
Ooh.
Man, okay, yeah. You actually finished what I was about to say about them being good at taking
I
this mid
got you,
space and leaving
twin.
in
I
leaving
got
in an
you.
insert. But then
I got you.
my body decided to lie to me and tell me I had to sneeze.
Oh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Like you don't get that release. But yeah, we're gonna miss the knife there, which would have actually caught tired if it wasn't there. But looks like they're just gonna hit this strip, and these two players are gonna rotate immediately to join the fray. Oh, they're smoking the connector. Seems like a fake. Yeah, it does spot out tired. Dog does fully clear it. Just disrespect the smoke. I know it's just so fun.
And then
30 seconds left.
On the chat, called the cavalry. Up subs is pushing into main, gets immediately picked off by Land. Oh, that's Zeta, not Pop subs. Oh, he's still lurking up hard. He's not gonna find anybody. As the whole of SLR is just pushing deep into the spawn. Doctor does not manage to get Senna down.
Manual is so far away.
Olin does get one, Tired does get two. The stun is bigger, both stun, but stuns are cosmetic. It doesn't matter. Tired runs out of ammo. As the cosmetic stun just gets him down. The pick from Olin, it doesn't matter. Manuel just has to come in and defuse the spike.
Neon moment, man.
Neon moment, in fact. That was a very unfortunate confusion moment from Land that just didn't let him just click the head. But otherwise, a very well played round.
Yeah. We're close to getting it tied up here. Remember, Solar is 3-0 or 3-2. Solar up. Nah, it's other way around, and it is confusing because I look at the top score and then I look at the player then, but it confuses me. Like,
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but I've kind of started to get a hang of what players are on what team, which is very rare for me. But yeah, we look in the mid fight. Oh, the timing, Olin could have gotten a lane off the map right off the bat. Firing off a warning shot, no problem. What?
Okay. No,
okay, Tired.
Phantom moment.
Yeah, Phantom moment, in fact. Then does get triggered on Olin. Olin does get one. The eye is not gonna spot. It's gonna spot two. Oh, they know they're pushing into connector. They're gonna get pinched. Oh, but they deny the pinch. Tired just immediately shoots him. They're gonna pivot down towards B, but Olin is gonna. Sorry, Manuel is gonna be there waiting for him. Operator in hand. Yes, Ling gonna take this first contact. He's gonna be saved by the operator. There's no teleport. Oh, the shield goes down. What a perfect timing for Manuel. The flash comes in, just throwing the kitchen sink at him, hoping to distract him enough to come back into a safe space. No theft comes in. They're both spotted. They get picked off.
Wait,
Call
this rotate is
fully rotate towards A. But they are onto it. They're gonna catch onto it. They're rotating into the defender spawn right now. The attackers are doing the whole right around the world. They're gonna smoke art. Yeah,
30
perfect
seconds left.
storm. Cage is triggered. They plan backside. And they're gonna play for that backside area. Good for them, because if they would have pushed main, they would have hit that Cypher trip. They are forced into playing to the backside. Renata knows that they're not in main. There's still one star left, which is going to be a smoke put on the spike. But it's going to miss. It's blind it backside. Got a smoke from the clove down. Amok gets picked off by Zeta with a great shot. Pops up, has the timing here. For 1, 2, 3, swing at the same time. Can only get one, but Gokchar gets immediately the trade off. And oh my god, what a well-played round from Solar. They had the right ideas, despite them being down. They make it great. No, I meant SLR. SLR did actually have some really great ideas, even if their execution wasn't.
I thought you were saying they had a great round because they won, but then
no. No, I feel you. I see why that's confusing. But no, I did like the ideas in the mid-run calling. They were very quick on thinking on their feet, and they did make a bunch of right calls, even if ultimately they didn't win the round.
Yeah, they did. It was really interesting for them to go to mid to B, then to A.
Yeah. But then again, with that third consecutive spike plant in a row, they still have enough money to buy here. This is going to be a very interesting round. It's not going to be up. The shielded is going to be up. The dog is going to get completely neutralized. Technically, it's a cat. It's not a dog.
Yeah, it's that's her whole thing, right? She's like a calico cat. The thing, or not? Maybe it's not calico. I think I don't know my cat type, so I'm allergic.
I know. Yeah, and I know the whole thing is about cats, but we all call them
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Sky came into the game first, I guess.
A jumpable trip, huge W.
Jumpable trip, but the smoke comes down. It's gonna be an isolated 1v1. But no, Mook pushes in before he can get oranges isolated.
Planted.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna be a 5v5 retake and an operator in hand for Manuel. This is not looking great for Granada on the retake. Only one flash left on Miner who's gonna put it down. The Nightfall is gonna be perfect to catch most of the players. Oh, the counter Nightfall is gonna be huge. Lin gets 2. Is he able to get a third? Orange just gets it first and does not get the third all and puts him down. It's going to be a 1v4 for all and needs to 1v4 ace to win this round. It's not going to happen with the wall by Vincent. And what a round from SLR, just reading them perfectly, forcing the operator into a retake, and ultimately breaking the economy of Granada.
We see, I mean, that was a clean round. And we see not Gran, but SLR walking up A, or going to take an A and walking into the stack. They will walk into the, or be walking into the stack if they commit their pre-round comms.
Go, go, go!
And this is going to be a very heavy scrap for the A main. Olin is raring to go. He misses the slide. Immediately gets small commanded, but Manuel just managed to lock him down. Metal is not going to matter. He's already low enough on HP, but Lin gets through the shear back up. Does not get a third. Harry the Sheriff is deadly. That does manage to get some poke damage, and that's about it. It's going to be a 4-1 for the low elo player. He's seized. He's blinded. He's sprayed through the smoke and ultimately falls to give SLR a 5th round.
What a fast round that was. The missing the slide actually lost so much momentum. I was so confused, like, why is he crouching? Is the secret neon tech I knew? I didn't know? But no.
Yeah, I was like, that would have been sick tech if we gave you like a little bit extra distance or something, but no, he just mistimed it, unfortunately. Yeah, he paid the price for that, but it is a full buy round again. The operator is back on Manuel's hand, and this is gonna be huge. I like the vice wall. I'm gonna have to yoink it for my games.
Yeah. They're making noise B and walking up A. Across all the rotates.
Field contract is not gonna catch anybody. Other wasted field contract. That's unfortunate.
I think they're fine with it since it sells the fake.
Yeah, that is perfect. They don't know that God Truck is here. They don't know that the side is clear, but God Truck is about to be a secret. He might have a timing onto pop subs. Pop sub swings. Oh, they're not ready for each other. Both missed. I'm gonna manage to shoot a Mook in the back of the head. He has orange's clip. He knows exactly where he is. Verge misses. How does he manage to get one there?
It's the guy
but the C's is perfect. He's caught inside of the C's, even though he's on the ult. There, we see Lane onto the side. Thorn Garden is out, but 3 kills from SLR are coming in huge. I know does not have a kill, but the right click. That is looking at Mike right clicks out there.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredibly unlucky to not connect. That is a buy round that gets absolutely shattered by SLR.
Steel Garden value right there.
Yes. Does Yoru get hit with the Steel Garden if he's on his ult?
I think so. I mean, I don't know why else Manuel wouldn't use the class.
He had an operator, and I don't believe he had the chance to pick up a rifle.
No, he picked up a rifle in his ult.
Then I don't know. It might.
So I think he might have been hit.
Camera misses. Lim does not. Camera is down. They're about to hit a trip. Shield is about to break. There is an op to care about it. Oh, there's plenty of sheriffs. Gold on the side of the siege. The tank gets the rest of the trip down. Then has to execute the side flawlessly. Nobody's here to put resistance. They're suspicious of that cage. Put the C's on it. They're throwing the kitchen sink at the flood. But now they don't have any utility to stop the actual flood. Fortunately for them, it's not like there's a lot on the side of Granada. Sees does get a Mook. They know where he is. The shot, the flash, the push. They don't care that they're at a gun advantage. They're gonna run you down, get 5
that
kills
was
in a row, only losing 1 player, and oh my god.
That was just instant. The trades were so clean. Or not even trades, just the kills were all so clean there.
Yeah, those are also clean, but I'll tell you what, this is looking one hell of a lot like the first map. It is not over until that 13th round comes, and if somebody can pull this comeback off, it's Granada.
True. And I feel like from playing them that their attack stride is a lot stronger than their defense. That being able to dictate their own pace is a big advantage for this Granada team.
Yeah, but now the operator is back on manual sand. Is gonna go a bit long, but there's nobody there to find him. So gonna find the trip. There's a kill trip set up in main. Okay, Astra. He's gonna pop it. The utility comes down. There's a Gran on the way. That is a true phantom moment. Zeta just picks up ammo, but he's gonna revive with that ultimate. Manuel does get the pick on Lin.
Spike planted.
Rogue is chasing. They're trying to get him close back alive. This is the operator. He gets a kill, but immediately gets straight. He gets an assist. Sorry, Semi does get the kill. It's a 3-4 retake. He does pick up a rifle. This is extremely winnable for the side of Granada. They need this round. Flash is gonna come out, flash out onto the side. It pops. Doesn't get anything. Taunt. Plus 2 players. And nowhere to carry with. The carry gets tired though. It gets 2, but it immediately gets traded. It's 3 for Mendel in their round to secure their 4th round of the match. Oh my god.
I was really hoping for the Zeta ace right there. He was on for it. Hit 4.
Yeah. Oh, he was so close to it, and that would have been really exciting.
It would have been so sick.
It's gonna be the last round
Of the half.
of the half.
Yeah.
I need a drop.
The off battle, the attack op coming out for a muck. Let's see what they decide to do with it. They're kind of all just sitting there for now.
Looks like Manuel is gonna do the same thing that they've been doing, and it's gonna play out pretty much exactly like last round at the beginning. They do have a cosmic divide and a dimensional drift for the retake. Rangers does have that Nulso man to stop this mid push. They're gonna take the mid push. Cypher is not hit by that just yet. They are gonna dog the first trip and hit it. Come back. They're gonna get the A side for free fully. Just gonna regroup and retake in a 5v5 mode again. But SLR is not happy with that. They're gonna push into their spawn. Seems like spot 1, spot 2, but Goktra just gets 2 with a spray. There's a body block happening in the spawn. Manuel does get 2 with the spray down, but they're already on site. They pinched them, tired and all in. The round is won. The defuses come through, and Tires gets trading all in for the last round of the half, making this half a 7-5 half.
Solar op. 7. Because we have to. Normally we wouldn't have to, say that, but Underpeel moment.
True. But yeah, it is Solar who is 7 up, and now they move onto the attack half with the blue colors, and the red colors is gonna be Granada for the rest of the game. Just a little mishap where we forgot to swap the teams.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. But again, this is Granada's map pick, so I'm expecting them to come back really strong on the attack side, which is their forte, really.
Yeah, this really is. I remember playing this. They always buy this classic on Alum and Manual, and I got them 110, and I was so pissed. I was like, why the fuck is there Yoru buying light shields?
It works apparently.
It works.
That shield is about to fade on lane, and that's going to be mostly utility out from that ISO. Yep, there's the shield is gone, and they're pushing up mid, but attackers are pushing up connector. They're going to be spotted by Pop-Subs, but Pop-Subs is also spotted himself. So close to danger. They don't realize it. Pop-Subs turn around. Olin gets the pick. He immediately gets a weapon upgrade. Now he has 125 HP plus a ghost. That is terrifying. The kill from him from a Mook. Zeta also caught lucky, and both of the Sentinels just not looking what they need to do. A good trade from Olim. Oh, the seize, but is absolutely cancelled by the teleport. Oh, the jump, the perfect time to avoid death. 95 HP down, hold him. So they're gonna push. I think 70 HP.
30 seconds left.
Chip damage is coming in and out. Allen tries to get into Hall, but it doesn't manage to make it through. Sending gets Manning trying to rotate out in the open. Dr. Truck against Rangers win and all him. A nasty 3K. That Ghost upgrade coming in huge for him. 125 HP plus a Ghost. That is the most frustrating thing you can find in this game in a pistol round.
I wonder if they should do that like more often, where they like where they force or have someone buy Alama Ghost or a Frenzy or something, and he buys Light Shield. Kind of just run it down.
Yeah, I know it's an idea that some people like frown upon, but I mean I did it in MVT all the time. Round 2, I would have to remind Minimox to request the Vandal. So you know, it's just part of the habit, I guess, from ranked where you don't really expect your teammates to do such things for you.
Yeah, but I especially in a format like Underpeel where you're a high elo duelist player, definitely deserves the gun.
Oh. He gets one, yes, okay, he gets one and managed to do a little bit of damage onto Senin. That is
smokes
all
are
that he needed
down.
to do there. He did only have a Ghost, so it does not matter if Goktruk dies here. He is the perfect player to perish in this situation. 3 of them are on the flank, 1 of them is on CT, and they might catch tired off guard. That smoke is actually gorgeous, coming in from Amok to mask their push from the flank. Senin's gonna give it away with that haunt. Zeta's gonna find one, it's not gonna find more than that, but they are gonna get a Bulldog.
1 enemy remaining.
2 shots to the body and he's dead. Manuel picks off Flynn. It pops up against Stu. He has a classic and a dream. He gets flash. He gets haunted. Manuel swings and gets him off, and it's gonna be 7-7. What a round in converting that bonus. That is, sorry, the anti-eco. What a huge round on the side of Granada.
Yes, and they're tied up now, so we will see. Here it comes. Yep.
It's next round.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to see if I could get you.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't count either, bro.
No, this time I actually knew where it was. I just wanted to fuck with you.
Oh my god, this guy. I'm a tired man.
We do a little bit of trolling at this point. So it looks like we're gonna fight for this street area. The Neon dashing stun. Neon moment. Oh, pops up gets a kill on Tired, and Olin manages to get the trade. It's 2 kills for Olin so far this round. Let's see if he can make it more than that. Oh, grouping up in connector. You know, just gauge, it'll make noise. Rock Truck is behind with a sheriff in hand. Again, he can die just like last round with no repercussions. And he will. It's gonna be a 3v3, but they at least have the information now. Here 1. Good pick. He's gonna swing at 4 HP and he's gonna get his life taken away. Or change TP along with the flash. Nasty TP sound. He falls regardless. He breaks the shield. Managed to get the pick.
Last player
So much damage coming in. He gets the spray down. They reload. He knows where he is. He's one shot to the body. Shoots him to the box. Doesn't actually connect. The slide comes out. He knows where he is and only with a 4K to win the round.
This guy is on fire,
round
man.
from OLM. He is so locked in.
He wants to be a two-time winner of an event.
He wants to get that prestige.
Can you just tap it every once in a while so don't...
Now it's clear comms and you don't do it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, at least one
thought about it, I was
he was looking at the cap. It was so fortunate.
Alright, just careful
It
for
was
a
so
push.
funny.
They are broke.
We have Tired and
Let's
Zeta
jump a
play
little
behind cover.
technically.
Just watch
yeah,
careful aggression, okay? I just told you all them, honestly.
I do not think they're pushing.
Just look at walk it. I'm blind.
Blind as well.
We send it.
Doesn't look behind pillar. Doesn't look like there's anything behind pillar.
I'm not gonna shoot you back, okay?
Nice shot. You're alone, Olim. You're alone. One first flank. One first flank. One first flank.
Okay, bro.
Watch the shoot, okay?
I'm not alone. He's alone with me.
Two!
Both.
Two more.
See the suck?
Yep,
They suck?
Yeah, cool.
I'll swing off you, Zeta, okay?
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Playing anti-stick.
He is just hiding. I think he's just hiding close right.
Hey, go.
Oh, nice. Good shit, Olaf.
I'm running this shit into the ground, bro.
Bro, I want it so bad, dude.
Hi. Fight's not over, you know.
Literally just like clear comms round. Oh.
Yeah, that was a clear constant.
Back-to-back 4Ks for Alum. He's really just running it down and winning, as you said.
Yeah, that is
and 11.
That is the game plan on this team, and it's working fantastically. They're just gonna keep doing it and hoping that they can. They've already brought back the scoreboard. They're already up. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going to close out the series.
They have won the past 6 rounds in a row.
They will definitely want to make it more. Cosmic Divide comes out. It's going to be a full execute onto the B side. Horns are not going to really stop anybody, but what a shot on the side of the head for Lane. He's not prepared for that. Ability being put down. There's a player in that has a 1v1 against Amos, but the stun from Glockstruck, absolutely timed perfect, precision perfect. Flash comes in through the wall. Just make some noise. The kill from Olin. There's another one there. Doesn't matter. Neon moment. He gets through dodge. Emmanuel is there to back him up. Orange is swinging heaven. He doesn't see him, but immediately gets traded from Zeta through the smoke. He gets that momentum up. It's gonna be 10 rounds up for Granada.
7 in a row. It's just nasty, man. What you can do with what Alum's getting away with on this Neon is crazy.
Yeah, he's just using his movement and this momentum to absolutely carry the team back.
I feel like a little bit of that round is Chad decided to like try and hero round, peek out through the wall before the team is like ready to try and flood retake, and it definitely cost them.
Yeah, lose your most valuable duelist. Just giving the face of the team so the win. Makes up for last round, immediately gets Manuel off the board. Alright, does try to fight it back. He is seized. The Tired will just leave. I'm gonna talk about that. Kill contract is gonna miss again. That is the third kill contract that Chad misses in a row. Oh, he gets covered utility hands. Zeta just gets sending out. The neural theft is uploading the information. They know exactly where the defenders are at. You know they're all CTE. Gonna take her around. The metal is gonna hit Olin. He's down to 1 HP. Not really that. The team's stunned. Nightmare does not quite catch the players on Seeker. They're not low, but they're just swinging and getting the kills. I mean, on the board. 1 kill does not get the second one, and that is the end of the round. That is a lot of HP for KO. It's a very funny bug. And that is going to be an ace round on the board for SLR.
Oh my. I think chat. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh.
I have no clue. I was gonna try to bounce off that, but I guess Chad redeeming himself for last round was a big impact onto this round.
Yeah, that's probably what I was
gonna say. Throw in one, but
win
winning the next. It looks like they're gonna fight A, and it's gonna be a very solitary side of Orange, which is just sitting backside and might pay the price for it. They do immediately get spotted with that knife. And we see the players from B rotate. The pick and mid from Unlock just getting Zeta off the board, but they don't know the doctor is so close chasing in.
Who's next?
National Drift coming out from Manuel. Absolutely just gonna get all this information on the board. Lost 1. Just commits to the fight in this one. It's stunned. It's seized. They don't get the kill up at the Soleil, but Olin gets 2. Clovis driving onto the backside. Can she make it out alive? Can they resurrect themselves? They have to wait. They can't swing, but they are immediately put down by Olin. Gets the 3rd kill. Lane getting the shield up. The crossfire is so good. Truck turns around, gets the last one. Pubs up. Who was lurking into the lurker, who was lurking after the lurker died. Just absolutely getting that 6th sense, the Spidey sense, turning around and getting that kill. What a round from Granada. Just bring it back to keep. Lost 1, doesn't matter. We'll win the next 3.
In the past 4 rounds, he's gotten Alam has gotten 2 4Ks and a 3K.
He is just actually on fire.
On fire.
You might call him electric this match. Get it?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, bro. Pack the bag. Pack up your bag. You're getting sent out. You're going to no dad joke boot camp.
Why? They're fun. They're no fun. Anyways, the dart is gonna come out. Nobody in basketball. They're just disrespecting the space. Lid with this spray onto a jumping goal and Neo movement this, Neo movement that is an FPS game. Tired just gets an immediate trade on land telling you, buddy, it is an FPS game. 3v4. Manuel managed to get the pick, but he's extremely low on HP. Gakuda Sheriff doesn't manage to get the trade in a muck. He's a 3v2. Sending Dust, pick up a gun. And this is something that's really difficult sending. Tired just gets one, but that's all about he can do. Flank from Orangers, it was a down round seal deal for the side of Solar.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't even know what to say. These rounds are so close. There were so many moments where just a few things going wrong, like the eye connecting onto Alam there, kind of really messed up their hit with the like double take into Hull.
Yeah, with the spray from Lin, just absolutely denying him a life.
Shutting them down.
Life again. They're aware of it this time, they don't get tagged. He immediately rotates off a main, but that gives Gogtruck a timing into a main. But is he gonna take it? There's 4 players right now into the streets of B-Link. Fall back, just make noise, took the space, you're gonna give it away. Oh, the Granada is gonna use utility to take it back. Hey, was finally looking towards main. Kinda hear this teleport come close. Neon is making a bunch of noise to the side. It really gets shot down by Orangers. 1, 2, 3 in his raise. That just gets a trade on Senin. Orangers is gonna get the 4th. Is he on for the ace?
Oh my.
Is he gonna take it? No. Yes. Yes. Take it, King. The world is yours. No.
Aces are earned, people.
Aces are earned. That is a true saying that all the great teams have gone through. Yes. Most notably, Tired yelling at Woodrow to steal my ace in Lotus map.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the funny moments of all time.
Woodrow would do that.
It was Tired yelled at Woodrow, dude, I don't care if you die, just go shoot him, don't give Sierra the ace. Like, what a prick. No, Granada's winning 11-10. The Tired messed up.
Solar
Tired,
are... So the things are swapped. So Solar are and or have 10.
Yeah, Granada's 11.
Also, hello, overheated.
Yeah, he's gonna avoid the wall. He's gonna park it now. Well, it's not quite gonna stop anybody from walking into the site. They do once again take the backside. The stun is perfect. The C's. Yeah, the Faye is getting ready to place the fall down. I thought it was gonna be huge. It's gonna stop a bunch of people. Mino is gonna get the pick on land. The flash is gonna come from the wall. They're both fighting inside of the molly. Mino gets the pick, but immediately gets rid of a pops up. That is gonna be a res of the Oranges. And the spray down gets one from Tired. It is G to send in. Senin does manage to swing and get one. Tired gets another one. Immediately gets rid of the Orangers. The suck. It's halved. Does he deny the defuse? Yes. Lock truck. This one shot to the body, King. You can make it. It is a simple spray. You can make it happen.
Oh no!
Is gonna come through.
Ran out of ammo.
Does get the kill.
Man, I really do not want overtime. I'm hoping for a Granada win. I got a massive headache. Top fire instead of spray is crazy.
I don't mind top fire. I mind that the top fire was.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind the top fire. I do mind that the top fire was all in the same spot.
Yeah. I feel like he was top firing because he was low on ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of makes sense, but...
This game is so close.
I don't know if I lost.
Take B control again.
Wall trip.
Wall gets tripped this year, but 2 players are alerting back to halls. Upsubs isn't heavy and gets started by a random spray, but doesn't get put down just yet. Then Nightfall is gonna catch 2 players, 3. Finally does get Orangers in the back. Upsubs does get the trade on the Zeta. It's gonna be a Sentinel diff right there. Pops is 20 HP. It's gonna be a 4v4 full guns. The Dimensional Drift comes out. So does the Cosmic Divide. Both teams really won this round. Lin is holding the kill contract. Finally hits somebody with it. Been missing them all day. Olim does get the kill on the sand, and that is huge.
Oh my.
2, 3, 4, the spray, Manual!
You can't be getting away with that.
He can't keep getting away with it. Oh my god. But yeah, Overheated, I think because he was 1 HP, I'm okay with the tap, because he just needs 1 to hit anyway.
Yeah.
So it's better to not just let the Rico go out. When you need to hit 3 or 4, that's fine. Like spray it, you know? But I think with 1, it's alright to just tap it.
I mean, this is match point for Granada. This could be their big win. Finally, to get another down the golden road, as Harry put it.
If you have any doubts that this team is not the best one in the league right now, this would be their back-to-back best of 5 3-0s.
Drop in a smoke.
Everything is slowing down. They're throwing a fake. They're putting a clone. They're gonna block the wall. They're gonna shoot it. The smoke is gonna fade before the wall comes down. What is gonna Manuel do here? He's gonna flash. He's gonna fight. He's gonna teleport away. He's gonna make a bunch of pressure. There's 3 players. And look at that. The K is flanking on towards A. They're none the wiser. There's gonna be an A hit. Oh.
You just got W spoilers in chat from Sunny.
Spike planted.
The map is over, but we don't know who.
I think you know. Yes, done. Olin is gonna get the pick through the wall. Wow. Good shot from Olin. It's gonna be a 45 retake. There's a Sheriff on the side. There's a huge advantage inside of Granada. Are they gonna be able to make it? They tap the spike. The suck is there. They're not able to stick it. They're put off the spike. Playing in the smoke, playing off at the flank. Olin gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Zeta gets the last 2, steals the ace, and wins the game, series, and masters for Granada.
Oh my. GG, well played, everyone.
GG's.
Granada looked insane.
And do not let that 3-0, absolutely do not let that 3-0 scoreline fool you. All of the matches were well fought. Both teams showed their absolute best here. It was an insane series. And I'm happy for my very dry throat that I am not yapping for 2 more hours.
All right. The
for entertainment value, I definitely wanted to see more. These guys are exactly that game was so much fun to see.
Yeah. If I didn't have to cast a map for, I would have loved to see it.
Oh, I mean, I would have cast it too. It was fine. It's just, keep your throat lubricated because it's just so dry out here. But hey, you know what? Really well played from both teams. I really enjoyed seeing what SLR had to bring to the table. There's a couple of other reviews that both teams are going to be able to make use.
Yep.
And what is there any more weeklies, or is next just straight up champs? I think next is just straight up champs, right?
It's LCQ.
Yeah, I think we have a week long,
and then
it's LCQ champs. And then champs. But yeah, break week. Then we're gonna start with LCQ, which is not a separate tournament from champs. LCQ is considered the play-in section of champs.
Okay.
Yeah, so LCQ is part of champs. It's just a separate sort of play-in tournament. But yeah, so next time that you see us on broadcast will be for champs. And
although probably not us, because not me. I'll be competing and hopefully winning. Or I guess I could cast win on in LCQ.
Win? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not competing, so I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're 6.
I don't think you have to play LCQ. Yeah, because you qualify by points. I believe. With Granada winning the second, with Granada winning the second Masters, that means that they are the only ones that get the punch ticket straight to champions a la MVT, and I believe places 2 through 5 qualify through the Underpeel points. The last 2 spots for champs will be decided at the LCQ.
Harry saying he called this a month ago, but okay.
Yeah, he's just yapping. I don't trust this guy.
Yeah. Liar. SMH, man.
Liar.
But
yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys just watching this tournament. It does.
It means so much.
You know, it means a lot to us who just get to watch good Valorant played. And, you know, those of you who play, like, I'm sure it's a great thing that you guys have going on, you know, just a hobby to do. So we do thank you for making this a thing. We do thank you for keeping Underpeel alive. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to say thank you to Interitus for producing. But thank you to Raging Fish for observing.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys in champs.
Yeah. Have a good night.